Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a great Saturday. Hey, we just got a raid from
We
Wicked.
got a raid.
Thank you so much, Wicked. Shout out to the Saucy Saturday crew. Shout out to Wicked, X-Ray Girl, and Disparu. But yes, we are back. Thank you guys. For people who are watching me play video games earlier, I was just like messing around because like I haven't been playing what's it called again, Batman. And like my goal was to finish it before Star Fox comes out in like a couple of weeks. So
it's pretty. I heard it's pretty long. Actually, I heard it's pretty long. The game's not
And there's so much stuff to do too. So unless you're willing to skip getting a lot of the things to be semi decent at it, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna be in a struggle bus, Phil.
Okay.
And I think Star Fox is pretty short. If you haven't played the demo, it's like only 30 minutes. It's super short. So I think the entire game is short in itself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I know that the original what's it called again? The original Star Fox 64 is not that long. Like you can probably beat it in like one sitting, right? But thank you so much, Wicked. Shout out to Wicked and shout out if the mods can any of the mods are around. You guys want to drop her channel down, but thank you so much, Wicked, for the raid. Thank you so much. Okay, here's the thing. Did you guys play Spider-Man, like the Insomniac one?
No.
Which one was that one?
It's the one that came out like it's
the modern
recent one. The more modern one that came out like within the past like 8 years.
Yes, I did.
So you played it. Did you go around the city collecting every single backpack?
Yes, I did.
I would not do that. That's the thing.
See, I'm a 100% type of person where I will try to get 100% of everything and complete it and platinum if I can.
Yeah, like the thing is that like I'm already playing Lego Batman, and it's like, okay, you want to go around and like stop all the crime. You want to go around and collect all the Wayne Tech stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna miss out on a lot of like cool outfits or like different colors and stuff like that. Like, do I really care though? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like even if you collect all those outfits, you won't have the time to enjoy them anyway if Star Fox is just around the corner. That's how I see it.
But like you did say, and a lot of other people did say, it's like, oh, you can just play Star Fox for like a day or two, and then like just go back and play Lego Batman.
Yeah, you can do that
right?
too. You can do that too.
Yeah. But speaking of video games, there were a lot of video games that was announced within like the span of a week. We got the Summer's Games Fest. We got, of course, I believe it was like 2 weeks ago now. Like, it has been 2 weeks since the State of Play, and of course, the Nintendo Direct and the Xbox stuff. Everything came out, and I know Grae is most affected right now. So, Grae, which two?
I was gonna say
on the exact same day.
I was gonna. Okay, you know what? I'll just I might as well let this out now. I made a mistake. I panicked. Wait, let me show my. I might as well do it now. So I was watching it live, so I was panicking when I found out the release date of Fire Emblem Fortress. It's like, fuck, dude, that rumor was actually true. Like, because like there was a rumor like a few weeks ago, like, oh, Fire Emblem's trailer's gonna drop today, and the release date is September 17th. It's like everyone, even me, I kind of shit. You cannot be serious. And I was relieved to find out it wasn't true. But then the direct came, it was actually true. Yeah. So okay, I panicked. I admit I panicked. Okay, back in the day, it's like during the direct, I immediately set up this poll, which I shouldn't have. I should not have put this poll because like I know Fortunes we've won by almost double, but whoever I don't know if anyone in chat participated in this, but I'm sorry, but I cannot follow. I cannot follow this because like I have to do Trails in the Sky second chapter first for practicality because I can probably finish this in like 50 to 60 hours for one run, whereas this Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave, like there is 4 factions in total. So at least in public, the ones we know
But
of.
are
'Cause,
you
like,
gonna now? Are you just gonna play through one faction and then give a review,
No.
or you need to play through all 4?
I want to play through all 4. But here's the thing: it's like in returns, because like I'm not gonna follow this poll. So
100 plus
I, this, here's what I plan to do. So it's like I do want to. I'm brazen enough to play this at the hardest difficulty at the very start,
Maybe.
even though I don't know the meta, I don't know the mechanics yet compared to 3 houses and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I do plan on doing it live here. Like, whenever I'm free, I'll do it live here. Probably a members only live stream. Not because I want to set a paywall on it, but because I don't want to dilute the algorithm. I don't want to mess up the algorithm of this channel. But that's what I'll do in return. Like, you get to watch my entire playthrough of all 4 factions on the hardest difficulty. That's what I'll do. But I have to do Trails in the Sky first. Because like what'll happen is, like, if I don't do Trails in the Sky first, that this video will end up being by the year end. It's gonna be way too late, in my opinion. So for those who don't know my backgrounds, how do we know you can pull it off? How do I know I can do the hardest difficulty for 5? Okay, here's my track record. Okay, so you can check my profile. You can check how many hours I played for 3 houses. I started doing content creation on the hardest difficulty on 3 houses. So that's what I'll do. And
960 hours
I think that's understated. I think they didn't tell
or more.
No, it's probably accurate. But now you're gonna get a bunch of friend requests because your friend code is up.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. But
Yeah, it's gonna be like a bunch of teeth accounts gonna start.
Yeah.
What are all these teeth ads? But
Except.
yeah.
Except.
Yeah.
Accept.
So
Yeah.
my bad, but yeah, I was really happy. Don't get me wrong. Like, I was 100% the target audience for that direct. Like, there's no denying that. Like, remember, Phil, I just said last week, you know what? I think the Switch 2 is becoming my console of choice, not the PS5 anymore. Because it's like Nintendo's telling me, hey, Grae, we don't like God of War Lo-Fi. We know you don't like Intergalactic, the Heretic. So come to us, Grae. Then bam, JRPG after JRPG. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, and
like
I do.
And Nintendo stuff is like all JRPG.
Yeah, I do want to get. I do, even though I have Xenoblade 2 already for Switch 1, I do want to get the physical of the all three of them, because like it has performance improvements. It's not a game key card, and they even added content to it. So yeah, really, like, for me, absolutely no denying the Switch. Nintendo won in among the four game conferences, without a doubt.
Well, how are you doing, Sevvy? Like,
oh my goodness.
What do you think about all the game announcements and stuff that they dropped?
So to answer your first question, I'm doing great. I'm currently finishing up this amazing tattoo that's gonna be absolutely amazing. But I went in today to go get it done, and the artwork and everything just didn't look right. So it's gonna get delayed. But hopefully it'll get done next week. So I'm excited for that to happen. I'm really excited about that. To answer then your second question about the games. Oh my God, we got so many games. There's so much to talk about. Xbox did absolutely amazing in their showcase. Followed very closely by PlayStation State of Play. The PC showcase was garbage. There were some good games in it, of course. So like one of the games that I'm most excited for in the PC game, it's one where you get to do like a Windows 95 hack. I think it's called like 95 hack or something. It looked really fun, and there's a Windows 95 like pipes. You remember that wallpaper with the pipes, right? So it kind of goes into that, and then like just how like there's this bug that's going through the pipes and you have to fix it and stuff. So that looks really cool. So there's a lot of really cool stuff out there. Xbox games that came out that were in the showcase, and State of Play games that I really liked would be Gears of War E-Day. That looked really fun. Obviously, the new Stellar Blade. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for the expansion for Procopia. So I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be
That was,
really, really
that
fun.
was a pretty big, and I think it was like a free like early expansion, and then it's like that the whole expansion like drops in like a couple months or something, right? Right.
My understanding is that the DLC expansion is $35, but it covers 3 expansions. So I think
Oh,
it's not
okay,
just
okay.
this; it's gonna cover like the future expansions as well that they're currently working on. So it should be. I think it's a good bang for its buck, considering the DLC for Animal Crossing was like $25. So it fits, right? It fits because usually DLCs tend to be a little bit pricey, but not like super amazingly pricey. But the game for Procopia, if you do buy it, is I think $70. So if you buy a Switch to Procopia and then the DLC, then it can start to definitely add up. But yeah, there's a lot of games I'm really excited about. And I don't know if you're gonna cover the fact that Xbox is trying to do more exclusive games with Clockwork and Metal Gears of Gears. I can't speak today.
Gears of War.
Yeah, but we can definitely talk more about that whenever it comes up.
Yeah, it's in my opinion, I think overall, like if we're also including like the state of play, not state of play, the Summer Games Fest as its
Yeah.
own thing. I think Summer Games Fest won for me at least. There was a lot of very very good games that was announced. We got Resident Evil, a Code Veronica remake,
Code
of
Veronica.
course the Stellar Blade,
Yeah.
Blood Rain, of course Final Fantasy Revelations. So there's a lot of really really like insane games that are coming out, and it's just like we don't have enough time to play everything. Like especially
No.
I don't. So it's just
But-
like for me, like hearing like Sevvy you've been playing so many games, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't have time to play all of those games at
I
once.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely have to. Like, I play. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So if you look in your Steam profile, you can see how much time you have spent playing games. So for example, I'm just gonna go into my Steam profile right now and then look. I have played. I'm gonna share my screen.
All right.
Steam share. All right, so this is my Steam profile, right? This is how many games I have played in the past 2 weeks. How many hours I have spent playing games on Steam. This does not count Epic. This does not count playing games on my Switch too, for example. And keep in mind too that I have a full-time job that I have to travel to, and I'm usually working my full-time job anywhere between 40 to 60 hours in a week, right? So, and that does not include other things that I do streaming related that are not playing games. So this is like how much time I end up spending playing games. So I do end up doing that a lot, right? So, but because for me, it's like the way to relax. So I'm just really excited about that. Going to Code Veronica though, one of the things that I don't know. Did you ever play the original?
No, because it wasn't like if it didn't say Resident Evil with a number, I never really cared for it. So,
Yeah.
but here's the thing: I've never like the only Resident Evil games I've played were 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
4 remake. I've never played any of the other ones, but I've seen like games playthroughs of like 2 remake and 3 remake.
So the reason why I bring it up is because in the original Code Veronica, you start, as Claire looking for her brother Chris, trying to figure out where she is, because it's a continuation of Resident Evil 2, the original, right? And because in 2, he's stuck somewhere, and like you have to go find him. So how it starts, right, is she's an amazing kick-ass woman. She's really hard to put down. She's like, she kicks butts and take numbers, right? And she basically goes into an umbrella facility, guns blazing, killing everybody, right? And it just, so happened that like something falls or something, and she gets knocked out, right? So it's so like from the start, it shows you, hey, this is who she is. She is kick-ass. Like, you should look up, you should look up to her because she's amazing. Makes you excited to play her. When you look at the Code Veronica remake, how it starts is basically she's going around to Chris's apartment, and she doesn't even realize that there's somebody hiding there who just knocks her out, and that's how she gets captured. right? So it does change the narrative a lot, and I do know that Capcom or Crapcom, as some people call it, have said that they are, with Code Veronica, they're completely changing the story because they want all the stories to fit the narrative that were in the remakes, because they're changing everything else that was in the original. So
Yeah.
as it is right now, there's two universes. There's the original universe, which makes sense, and then the remakes, which changed a lot and actually made a lot of the characters be more like just weak and whiny, or just their personalities just they don't shine through because there's not a lot of good storytelling in the
Yeah.
remakes. I mean, they
Yeah.
look better. Yes, the graphics are good because that's part of the idea when you're redoing a game, but the story took a hit, right? And I personally, I'm still gonna play it, but it makes me sad to see that they would destroy a character like that, because that's part of what they did too. So if you think about the fact that that Raccoon City, so it's supposed to be nuked, and it's supposed to be completely destroyed. And then you play Resident Evil 9 and all the buildings are standing. No nuke happened. Everything is still happening there. There's still animals there. There's nothing there. It's like, well, then what was the purpose of the nuke, right? It just completely rewrote the entire story. And it really shows that they exist in two very different universes.
Yeah. Hey, we got Jay hanging out. What's going on, Jay? Hope you're doing well, man.
Yay!
Yo, shout out to Drunk 3PO. Yeah, but you played 9, right? You played Requiem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my question to Sevvy. So where does 7, 8, and 9 fall under in terms of storytelling?
Yeah, I think oh my god. I didn't like 7. I mean, I don't know if some people really like 7. I did not like 7 at all. Those ones follow the remake stories. They don't follow the original ones, to answer your question.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's really, really disjointed because the story doesn't make sense. Because when like the originals all made sense, right? Because you could play Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, right, and all of 4, and all of them made sense to that extent, right? But once you start getting into after the remake started coming out, and then changing the story, changing the personality, having some people die way later or not die, right? It really confused the timeline, like just to an incredible extent. So I think like what they're trying to do is they're trying to fix it, but they're also nerfing a lot of the characters and destroying part of the things that make them more interesting. And also as well, just getting rid of the scary part of it as well.
So you didn't like RE7 as you didn't like it, you didn't like the game, or you didn't like the story?
I didn't like the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With the whole like mold and the family and stuff like that, it's like, oh, it has
Yeah,
nothing to do with any of the original stuff.
Yeah.
Like until you get to 8, you sort of get a little bit sort of crossover, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I can see where your criticism comes from, like for sure, right?
Yeah, I mean, I still play the games, right? Don't get me wrong, but I can appreciate them to the extent that they can be appreciated, and it's just the same. I will still play Code Veronica, but I will also feel a little bit sad that they did that to Claire.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm on the other side because I start like every Capcom game I bought so far this year, I really like. Like what's the first one? Resident Evil was the first one. Resident Evil 9. Then the next one, which was I think highly overlooked, is Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection. I really like that. Then Pragmata. Then I also liked the Onimusha demo. So I think
Onimusha looks really good. Yes.
Yeah, the demo's out, but it's also really short. But I still had a lot of fun playing it. So I feel like every major game that Capcom released for the year has been a home run, has been a banger. I don't know. I'm like the modern audience Capcom.
They're really good this year.
Yeah.
I think within within the past couple of years, like Crapcom, right? Because for me, I used to be a Cap god person, right? Like Capcom was like untouchable. They're so good, and then like it's sort of like they sort of died off a little bit, and then they came back, which is really, really good. And I love RE4 remake. I think it's good, but like if you're comparing it to like original RE4, then you're sort of gonna feel like a little bit like sort of like, oh, it's a lackluster. It's not as good as the original, right?
Well, mostly because I'm like looking at the story part of it
Yeah.
too, and the character development as well.
Yeah. See, Jay says, I remember when this podcast has 3 people watching. I'm so proud of my Haitians. Thank you. So, like I said, if it wasn't for Jay, like no one would know who we are. Like 100%. I know Jay, you're being humble and stuff like that, but that's 100% true. It's an actual
Jay's
fact.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
Thank you so much, Jay.
when we thought it was a fake account? Like, there's no way, Jay.
Yeah. I was like, no way, it's a fake account. And then like he's like, you can check my my website, and then we just like hit and just go to channel activity. It's like, oh, see, he had like 8,000 subscribers at that time. He's like, oh crap, it's the real one.
It's real. It's alive.
Yeah, it's very, very humbling. Thank you so much, Jay. Really appreciate it. But yes, Sevvy, I think I do agree with you. Now, so I saw a video that I do want to share, and I think this is a good like comparison, right? So this is from RE4 remake, and Sevvy, you played remake 4 remake, right?
I have it. I played a little bit of it. I haven't like done the entire thing.
Yeah. Okay. So so this one is good, of course. Grae, have you played 4 remake?
Nope.
Okay. So this won't spoil anything. This is just dialogue. Okay. So we're comparing dialogue here.
Hey, I see you found your missing señorita.
Señorita has a name and it's Ashley. You are?
Name's Luis. Encantado.
Great. We all have names. Now then.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics too.
Yep. I remember that.
Oh man, we used to this game. You see, now I want to go back and play the original.
Oh, know, and also like on Code Veronica, she made fun of trans people too, and because one of the villains is a trans individual, so she makes fun of him hard. So it's gonna be to be determined if they get rid of that, which I'm sure they will get rid of it. Of course they will.
Yeah, absolutely they will. They will.
Even just like the part where it's like, like you look up Ashley's skirt and stuff like that, and she sort of talks to you. Like you can't completely omit it from this the remake.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Now where's the amber?
Fortunately, it's not on me at the moment. And
I'm not a big fan of her new voice.
Telling me what a good job I did. Busted my ass and managed to hide it right before I got caught. Which is why I'm still alive.
The deal was, we get you out of here when you deliver the amber. No amber, no protection, Luis.
Such a stickler for details, hide. Okay then.
Not
I'll go
great.
get it now. How about that?
Hey, señorita, there a light and some smokes to go with it to make my day?
Where's the sample?
Okay, we skipped the foreplay. As a matter of fact, I was just going to get it. Just the love, baby.
It's
Sounds
the
like fun to me. Just hurry up.
Okay, lady. Where do you stand on all of this? Exactly what kind of group are you working for?
There are some things in the world better off not knowing. This is one of them.
Fine. I can take a hint. I don't care who you are, as long as you get rid of that old man and his religious friends.
Good night.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's like this video is like 14 minutes, right? So it's pretty long, but we're not gonna watch the whole thing. But it's just like the writing. It's just
writing
like
is amazing.
It's more made for like modern audiences. It's like, oh, we gotta be more ethical. We gotta be more politically correct. We gotta make sure not to offend anyone. And most of this kind of stuff comes from localization, right? So like if this original thing was released in Japan as only for a Japanese audience, so I don't think it will have the same type of dialogue.
And I believe like the biggest content creators for Resident Evil falls under that community that can get offended, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right on that?
So,
I don't know. I would need
there
to
are a
look
lot
for
of big
instance.
content creators for Resident Evil though. Like a lot of them, yeah.
I just generally think that they're trying to not incite the Karens into getting riled up because they made fun of gays or trans, or because the comments that Leon would generally make about women. And so I think that's just generally what they're trying to do, because they're trying to say, hey, we're progressive, look at us. But then also they're ruining the dialogue, they're ruining the personality and who they are and why we love the characters to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Grae, how many Resident Evils have you played?
I've only finished 9. at least I'm starting. Okay, at least I started it. That's the consolation.
I do need to go back and play the other ones. I know that people, like, in terms of dialogue and how the game looks, I think people are saying that RE2 remake is actually an amazing remake.
I'll try to do 2 before Code Veronica releases next week. Maybe when I'm done with Adventures of Elliot, which comes out next week. So I'll have time.
Wait, is Code Veronica next week? No, it's not.
No. Next year. I'm saying
next year. Okay.
I'll try to finish. I'll try to play RE2 before Code Veronica comes out. Yeah.
Okay.
Since
it's like some of the dialogue is like from RE2 is like, oh, sorry, babe. Sorry to startle you. And then it's just like, when the guy gets bitten on the neck, it's like, that guy's a maniac. Why about me? Right. So a lot of the stuff is like, it doesn't make sense. But in terms of RE2, from a lot of what people said, it's just that you can completely skip the original, like RE2. Like if you some people don't like that isometric like camera angle where it's like,
you can still get used to it though. I mean, the fixed camera angle doesn't bother me. Like, it's just, it has tank control, so you have to know that if you go forward, it's gonna go forward whatever way he's facing, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, once you get used to it, you're just gonna like go super fast on it, right? So that's not that I don't think that's gonna be too much of an issue, as long as you just figure out the control mechanics for it, for the tank controls, and then it should be fine. But I think though that the original for remake 2 is that the original is worth playing before you do the remake. So I wouldn't say skip it. I think you could skip 1.
I would say skip 1 and played remake 1.
Yeah,
it's like a remake. It's not a remake.
1.
It's like a remaster remake.
Yeah, I would say definitely play remake 1, but then do the originals for the other ones. And then you could do like that, and then you could do the remakes like after that, so that you can compare it, right?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna get through them quickly, then I would say do the originals 2, 3, and 4, and then do the remakes. Because like 5 is different. 5 is multiplayer, and you don't have to have memorized the tank controls and the fixed camera angles like the same way that you do for 5 than you do for 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. So based off of like the people I follow and like the people who are like huge RE fans, they said that RE1 you can skip the original release.
Yes.
Like
I agree.
just play the remake. RE2 you can play either or, is up to you which one you want. RE3 skip RE3 remake. It's not I've seen RE3 remake, and from based off of what people are saying that they said it's not a good remake.
It's
and then
not.
RE4 play the original RE4. But RE4 remake is good, but it's not as good as the original.
Correct.
RE5, it's fine. RE6 is like the worst one, right?
Well, there's no remake for 5, so
5. Do you think they're gonna do a remake for 5?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm sure down the line, but it's a multiplayer one. So and the problem too you have to think about is like 5 is in Africa and they're killing Black people. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
even back then, right? It caused outrage even back then.
And they make a lot of like really hilarious comments about it, right? But I'm sure those comments are gonna be taken out anyway. But I don't know how they're gonna fix the fact that the zombies are Black and you're in Africa, or
Well, it's like nobody said anything when they started killing like people from like Spaniards or anything like that, right? They had
because they're not, right? Because Spaniards could be, but not necessarily. But I think that is gonna hit people differently if you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're just killing them because they're Black." I think you're gonna get more people complaining. I don't know, man. People are just weird.
I don't think. Okay, to be honest, I don't think from what I've heard and what I've seen on the internet for discourse,
Yeah.
The people that complained about RE5 aren't black people. They're
Yeah, but they get
middle-aged liberal
offended.
white.
Yeah.
They get offended a little bit, but not as offended on their behalf by liberal middle-aged white women.
Yeah. I know. It's just no. I meant it as the Karens, the white
Yeah.
middle-aged Karens, will get offended for black people, and black people don't care.
Yeah, the black people do not care. It's like, oh, it's a video game.
Yeah, I'll be
right?
like,
It's
whatever,
who cares?
dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's zombies. Of course, you would cut off their heads, or shoot at them with a shotgun or a machine gun or with a sniper rifle. So of course, they would be like, yeah, that makes sense. It's the Karens that are like, oh my god, how dare you kill a black person?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's bad. That's bad. All right. Let's go and read some of these, what's it called again? Donos and super chats. Say, Mark of Reality, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Thank you. And Mark of Reality says $2 with $2. Says Wicked Raid. Thank you. You see, Mark of Reality with another 2 is says, does Shift Up have a Stellar Blade sequel? Yes.
Yes,
Blood
they do.
Rain.
Yeah. We can talk a little bit more about it. I do want to get your take on the whole situation that's been happening with the face of how the character looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Azamon's take in last week? I haven't
I
yet,
did.
but when I watched it, it's like
I watched it. Yeah.
It's a bad one.
Yeah,
It's a bad one.
it's a bad one, but it's just like it's people who are white who are saying it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. Mitchell Fields with the 5. Grae and haircut tax. Sevvy, don't sue me tax. Phil, food attacks.
Thank you, Mitchell.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry, I will not sue you. You're safe.
Thank
This
you.
is a safe
Mitchell.
space.
For the 5. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. Phil's cousin with the 5. Basically, Sevvy's excited about any game you can shoot guys in the junk.
Yes, because
That's true.
it's funny. Well, also, if you have to keep it, this became a running joke when I was playing Mass Effect games because I would just get the sniper rifle and just then aim straight at the privates, and it was a joke at that point because like at the beginning I was just trying to shoot center mass because it just they would just die anyway because the sniper rifle was so powerful, and then people kept pointing it out and I was like, I'm just gonna do it on purpose now. It's like, no, fuck headshots. I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna shoot the other head. And it became even funnier. I think it was on Mass Effect 3 when you were killing some particular type of aliens, and when they died, then their blood was white, and they just like shot a bunch of white stuff like in the area that like you ended up shooting at them. So it became even funnier at that point.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for the 5, Phil. Phil's cousin. Thank you. Mitchell Fields with the 2. Hit the like button. Only 28 rookie numbers. Yeah, we got it. You got to pump those numbers up. But thank you for the 2. Thank you. Hollow Ninja for the 2. Blood Message is the most unique and original. Yeah, Blood Message is something that I'm really looking forward to. A lot of these Chinese sword games that are coming out look really, really.
Is that
freaking
coming
good.
out next year already or not yet? Have they announced a release window for that?
Let me double check. Blood Message. All right. Let's see. As of right now, it's speculated. Initial points were speculated in a 2026 launch. But the potential delay to 2027. So the thing is that there's already like I believe like beta keys are being assigned out to some streamers and stuff like
You
that.
have to admire the. Granted, I'm pretty sure they're overworked. The Chinese and Koreans, so they work really fast when it comes to their games.
Yeah.
Well, like Stellar Blade.
The thing is, I'm not sure about Korea, but I know how the Chinese like video game industry works. It's because they work 18-hour shifts, but it's two sets of people. Like, so for instance, so typically they don't have enough like office space to house the amount of people that needs to work on the game. So what they do is, like, for instance, they have 20 computers, they bring in 20 people to work like the first 8 hours, and then after that the next set of people come in. So they work a total of 18 hours a day.
Yeah, and not to mention they only have Sunday off. They also have to work on a Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like my company, like that's how we work with them. So that's the reason why like we know like it's like the artist that works with us during the day versus the artist that works with us during the night is completely different, and it's very inconsistent when it comes to the art. So that's the reason why like we will have to like give them a ton of like feedback and stuff. And yeah, they work every single day, but like besides Sunday, and they do have a lot of like off like season breaks, like Golden Week, and then they have like Chinese New Year
Oh
off
yeah.
or whatever, Dragon
Yeah.
Boat Festival, the Mid Autumns Festival. They have all that kind of stuff off, and we don't have that here, right? So we have to like make sure. But most of the time, like on Saturday, our time Saturday, they're still sending us like stuff like, hey, can you take a look at this, right? So our outsourcing manager will still need to talk to them. That's the reason why their games come out a lot quicker.
Mhm.
And the thing is, they don't get nearly the same amount of pay that I would
Exactly.
get here,
Yeah,
right?
it's like-
So
And I don't want to advocate that too, because I know it comes with a cost when it comes to
Yeah.
the staff. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, let's see. Mitchell Fields with the 2. Let's see. Drunk 3PO, you should be on the show someday. Well, typically, like Jay is always welcome back anytime. But typically we invite him on like a yearly thing, right? He's been super busy. He's been like traveling and stuff like that. I know that he's planning on like doing like a cross country like road trip and stuff like that. So that's gonna take up a lot of his time as well. So and he's been doing a lot of stuff with what's it called again? Like Monday Hangover. He has a bunch of other Sevvy's there, and he does like other streams and stuff like that. He does the morning streams. So I'll say this again. I hate asking people to come on the stream is because I feel like a fucking nuisance. So that's the reason why. Like I feel like, man, I'm bothering them, man. It's like, oh, who's this? Oh, you again? It's like, ugh. He's like, I came on like 3 years ago. What do you want from me?
At least
Yeah.
wait 7 more years.
Yeah. So, but thank you for the 2. Hollow Ninja with the 5. 7, 8, 9. But don't are highly consistent with the original storyline. Nothing is destroyed or overshadowed. There are just too many people who are nostalgic. I think like okay, so 7 has nothing to do with the original games. 8 has a little bit. It's like okay, the original founding of Umbrella was in what's it called RE8 with the mold and God, who's that old lady? Who's that lady? The bad guy. I don't know, the one who looks like Kim Kardashian. I forgot already. But yeah, it's like she's basically the main bad guy, and of course 9. I think 9 sort of it does respect the original, in my opinion, especially like when Leon goes into Raccoon City and then he has that flashback and stuff like that. And of course, like Sevvy said, it is a flashback to the remake of 2, not the original game of 2, right?
Yeah.
Mother
and,
Miranda, thank you.
Yeah, and Raccoon City was supposed to be nuked and completely destroyed, and that city was not nuked.
Yeah, it looks like it was more just like there's a bomb that hit it versus a nuke that hit it.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you for the 5. Thank you. Holland with another 2. RE2 and RE4 remake 10 out of 10. RE3 6 out of 10. Fun but short. So I think 2 and 4 remake are really good. I think 3, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's the hospital scene where like what's it called again? You and I think his name's Carlos. You need to go to the hospital, and you have to go into the lab, and then at the like and when Nemesis becomes like a freaking dog running around, it's like that's not what Nemesis originally was in RE3, and a lot of people did not like how they changed that. According to what I heard, the first part of the games up until you fight Nemesis as a dog was good. Everything after that was bad. Yep. So those were the critiques that I had from those people. But thank you for the 2. And Holland for another 2. 007 First Light, 8, 5, 10, 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good spy action. Have you guys played First Light?
People are pretty
have.
divided.
What
do you
This
think?
is the thing. So this is I don't know. This is what I think. How do I say this? The environment looks good, right? When you get to make some decisions, and the fact that you can find alternate ways to get to a different place, right? Either by bribing or by stealth, bullshitting or by fighting, right? That was fun. I didn't like the fact that it was too close of a world. So if I wanted to backtrack, I was not able to. He would just turn around and I will say like, nope, can't do that. I did not like the fact that there was not a lot of action. I did not like the fact that most of the time, I spent most of the time just walking from point A to point B. I didn't like the fact that he kept talking about, like, in his inner monologue, just let me know of like, oh, I really should go to basically the right to turn on this. Like, I don't need you to tell me that. The use of yellow paint, which is blue, yellow, or white in some instances, was way too overdone. So it didn't allow me to really even figure things out. Because it was like it was so constrained, you just couldn't fuck it up, right? And like, it's just, it didn't have a lot of freedom. I didn't like that. Um with the times that I did get to do stealth, and I did get to shoot, that was really fun. So I did enjoy that. I would not call it an 8.5 because of that, because I wish it would have given more leeway. I wish it would have had way more action instead of instead of being an exposition game. So either when I was driving the car, it was all about like, let's just look at the pretty sights. When I'm walking as James Bond, it was more like, let's just look at how pretty we made the pool, or like this mountain, or the background, or the snow. So it was a lot of exposition, and I didn't like that. It felt like I was playing a movie and only had like actually like 5 minutes of game time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's what
Yeah,
I
go ahead,
thought too. It's like
Yeah.
it's the same company that developed the Hitman games. I feel like I would rather prefer playing Hitman.
Hitman was way better than this. So I
Exactly.
would give
Yeah.
First Light. So keep in mind, I did say there's there's few things that I did like, many things I did not like. I would give First Light maybe like a 6 or a 6.5. Keep in mind, I gave Requiem an 8.5. So at Resident Evil 9, I gave an 8.5. This I'm giving a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Harsh.
fair. Yeah, because that even though it's like they I think they kind of knew too, because like for me anyway, they were selling it like $40, so they know it's not like AAA status. I think that's why they're able to price it like that at the same time. And people were pretty divided. Like, is the game woke or is it not? So it's like
It's not it's not about it being woke. It didn't have anything that was woke. It had nothing that was
Yeah,
woke.
there was some intense discussions on X about it. It's like I didn't
Of
want to
course.
get into that shit anymore. It's like,
They race
I'm
swapped.
tired about that.
They race swap, but for me, race swapping doesn't really matter. Like, if you're selling me on an ideology, and I see the ideology in the game, that would be something else. But the fact that you race swap people doesn't matter. If you think about James Bond and his dialogue, he never listened to what any woman was saying. When the woman was showing the two different type of paintings, and you chose the other painting, he would make fun of her. So like, there was nothing woke about it.
Yeah. The thing is, people are just, I think, complaining that like there's like a one like race swap or something like that, right? There's like a one race swap or something, and
There was
there's
two
two?
race swap. Yeah,
Okay.
it was
But
M and Moneypenny, but it
Yeah.
doesn't really. I mean, who
but,
cares?
but overall, people are saying that like there isn't like the wokeness about like other than because people considered like race swap a woke thing, and typically like when we see it in entertainment and media, it's like it's sort of like pattern recognition. It's like, oh no, it's
Yeah.
another woke game now. But like the rest of the game is just like an okay game or a meh game at most.
Yeah.
So I think that I think people just sort of like immediately just like brush it off. It's like, oh, it's a woke game, without sort
Yeah.
of like really playing the game, right? And like
Yeah.
I've seen people play the game, and I say like, if it's a woke game, that girl's ass wouldn't be in the game.
That's
Like
true.
there's a scene where like she gets out of the pool or something like that, and like her
Yeah.
bikini is basically goes up to her crack. Like that will be
Yeah.
completely removed from the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And James Bond wouldn't be such an ass, to women, to Moneypenny, to M. He wouldn't have made a lot of the jokes that he did if it was woke, and he still did it. So
Yeah. But all right, so basically I do want to bring it up that because people are like, Phil, what image are you talking about? So the thing that I was talking about is I think it was Smash JT was the one who shared it, I believe. And it was a let me see if I can find it. Wait, I think it's gone. Is it here? No. No, wait, no, that's not it.
no,
No,
it's in
no.
my. I played it yesterday, so I can just go to my stream and then show you. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. I can't find it. I'm seeing just a bunch of butt stuff here, so I probably can't show that on stream. But thank you for the 2 Hollow Ninja. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's I think overall, I think the James Bond thing. Now, do you think that this is bringing James Bond back into like the good graces of people? Like, because James Bond has been in sort of like a messy situation ever since like the whole Daniel Craig thing, killing off his character, the fact that like they completely like cucked him in his last movie. Do you think that this game can save it? Like, okay, I have the image here right over here.
It sold well though, as far as I know. But
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I prefer the older games.
Yeah, so this is the lady when she steps out here. Can I just move it back a little bit? Hold on. There you go. Hold on. Let me mute it so you guys don't hear me bitching about it. There you go.
Yeah, this scene will be completely omitted from the game if it was woke.
Yeah. And then it has obviously he ends up nailing her because then they have a discussion and then you'll see it. I'll just let it play.
Yeah. So you give it did you finish the game?
I'm almost done. I have one more
Okay.
playthrough and I'm almost done.
Yeah. So yeah, like this kind of like, attractive females will not be in the game.
Yeah.
And of course, like,
I mean, look at
like
the butt. Look at the butt. It's a nice butt.
Yeah. Like, it sort of reminds me of what's her name? Fast Times at Ridgemont High, where that girl, whatever, Kate's, she gets out of like the pool and then she takes off her top, like when that guy's like sort of like daydreaming. It sort of like has like a little bit of homage to that because of the red bikini. Yeah, the butt. Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking. This hurts.
Yeah, looking. Yep. Yeah.
And then they have this part where like he drops his glasses and then you see them make out. But they fade to black. There you go. There's the glasses.
Like, isn't his like handler? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The handler is like listening the entire time and watching. Right. It's like, oh, okay, I need to leave.
Yeah. She's like, tea. I need tea.
See, if I was the handler, I would have stayed there. I'm like, all right, where's that lotion? Where's that lotion? I'm just gonna like,
Oh,
cut. I'll just sit up there and watch them have sex. Like, yeah.
Well, there you go. So that is the scene.
Yeah. I hope it's good, and I hope it's good enough for people to, just like.
I think
have
keep
faith.
in mind, keep in mind the only reason I gave it a 6 is because I prefer my games to be a little bit more challenging, and I didn't find it challenging. Usually, like if you're playing it on normal mode, it should be way more challenging than this. And from what I heard, even if you choose hard mode, the AI is still really stupid, so it wouldn't change anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and I already kind of watched a 3-hour review, so I kind of know the whole plot. I didn't like it either. The main plot of this one. It's kind of should I? Yeah, I probably won't say, but it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, to me, definitely is not the best 007 game. It's not. It's too easy. It's too easy, and I don't like it. Games should be challenging. You should feel a certain level of excitement when you beat a boss or you beat an area. You should feel like fuck yeah, and then you should feel euphoric and excited. And this game is boring as fuck. It's too easy.
Man, see, like there's the thing. If your game, like your characters doesn't look that good, but the game is fun, then it's like at least you have that. But if the game is like boring, it's like.
That's the thing though, like when I was playing this, because that stream is, I don't know when, I think that was from Friday. Yesterday. So that stream is from yesterday. I was playing it, I was like really struggling. I was like, must stay awake. Like, it's like, oh my God, like it's like it doesn't hit it. Like this game doesn't hit it. It was too easy. I was getting really bored and I was getting sleepy. And I was like, I need to stay awake to entertain folks. Like, what can I do to keep myself awake? Because this game is so fucking boring.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that
Like-
feeling when
like,
when
for
all the trailers
example,
were showing.
yeah. For example, when I played Pragmata, and oh my god, Pragmata, fucking 10 out of 10 Pragmata. I love that game, right?
Mhm.
When you play Pragmata and you beat the boss, like every time I have beat like the really big bosses, I like put down the controller and just scream, because it's like, fuck yeah, look this shit, this was amazing, and you feel euphoric and you're living your best life because like you did it, and like that's how a game is supposed to make you feel. Like the fight should be hard, you should struggle, on it, and then you should feel fucking euphoric of the fact that you did it. You should hit that high. And this game was like, how do I keep my eyes open?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's probably, I think the only 007 game I've ever played was GoldenEye. That's the
GoldenEye
only
was
007.
fun.
Yeah, but like that game is good. It's because I played so much multiplayer in that one. But
Yeah.
If it's sold well, I hope that the developers and the people who are working on it sort of just heed the warnings of the people who are giving it like a review, like yourself, right? Like here, it's like, hey, we want this, we will like this, it will be better, right? But we'll see what they're gonna do. But I do want to talk about this though. I do want to talk about the speaking of video games and controversy. Let's go ahead and bring this up. I think I think this is quite amusing. And of course, me and Grae talked about this last week with the host Stellar Blade drama after the Summer Games Fest announcements, and a lot of people are saying that Evie's face is looking a little bit too young. And now, before I read on Sevvy, what are
Yes.
your thoughts on Evie's face? Okay, and I'll go ahead and
So-
bring up the image so we know what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
So this is what I'm gonna say. I think that the Karens and the fucking idiots who are complaining clearly don't understand how some ethnicities work. There's a couple of things that are generally proven right, which is Asian people generally look a lot younger than they are. Another one that is true that I've talked a lot about in my streams is the fact that, like, if your skin color is darker than, say, a white person, you really don't get wrinkles and you look way younger as well, right? So, like, say for example, you look at me, you look at my mom, you look at my sister, right? My mom and my sister, they're white, and holy shit, fucking wrinkles. Like they just look like they were put through the ringer, right? But a lot of it really boils down to the elasticity in your skin and your genetics. So Asian folks are gonna look a lot younger than generally, that say a white Karen would, right? And they're going into the assumption that they should just all look like white people. Like, no, they're not white. They're making them look Asian, and by default, Asian, just like Latino women, are gonna be shorter and they're gonna be smaller. Right. So, I think, like, for example, and I saw this too, and I don't know if you've seen this picture, but somebody gave her long hair, and just the fact that they gave her long hair made her look less young too, because somebody just changed the long hair. That's all they did, right? And they stopped looking as youthful as they did. And we all know that Shift Up has said, yep, that's the one. Shift Up has said that all of our characters, are adults. We made it intentionally. We created the characters intentionally to look youthful because that's how Asian folks look. And that's what we're basing our models. Our models are Asian, right? That's what we're doing. So I think that there's a lot of people that are just trying to find something to be offended about and complain and whine and bitch and moan. And if you go look at a video game, which is a video game, and you then immediately, and your thought immediately is, oh, this person is a child. Like the same thing when it happened with Pragmata, where they're immediately assuming, oh, how dare a man have a good relationship, father-child relationship with a child, right? At that point, you need to get your hard drive checked, because that's where you're seeing, and that's the assumption that you're running to. And then my last point is that the picture that they're relying on to stir up all this hate is just one still out of fucking many in the trailer. And if you look at her in the trailer, there are other stills where she doesn't look as youthful as the still that is floating around everywhere else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I would say, like, if you're gonna talk about like the specific image, is this one we were looking at
Mhm.
is the one that makes her look you know, it looks young, is because like you can see like her cheek, she's youthful, right? Like when you're a
Yeah.
lot younger, you have your buccal fat still there, your cheek is still
Mhm.
there and stuff like that. It makes you look youthful. And it's just it's also like an Asian thing, right? Like based off of genetics and stuff like that. Like we just look young for a fucking long time. Now,
Yeah.
here are some couple of examples of like Asian women compared, right? This
Yeah.
girl over here, she's like in her 20s. And she
Mhm.
looks like she's like 13 or 11 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
This girl down over here. And this girl up here, like she looks like maybe she's in her like, you know, what's it called again? Early 20s, but like she also looks youthful. Also, it also applies to makeup, right? Makeup really depends on what kind of clothing you wear, what kind of hair.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are just just they think differently and stuff. And I think a lot of current like Western Western entertainment, Western games and stuff like that sort of ruined a lot of people's mindset. Go ahead, Grae.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the discourse about DEI and stuff like that, that's, you know, the wokies, I think it kind of jaded their way of thinking, I was gonna say. And like
Mhm.
I noticed that Asmund goes like, "Oh, I'm such an expert on this subject matter. I check Instagram." But my guy, it's because your Instagram feed appears with Western women. That's
I
why.
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
right?
I know. It's the whole thing, I think, is just ridiculous. And people are like, I think they're just trying to find something to rage about because they're bored out of their lives.
Yeah. So here's the what's it called again? Pirate Nation put out a sort of like a synopsis. Stellar Blade drama continues. Asmund Gold is facing huge backlash from the community over doubling down on his stance against lolly characters in anime and hentai. For me, I don't like lolly. I don't enjoy lolly and stuff like that. And of course, like Japanese people with lollies and girls who are looking a lot younger than they are, there is sort of like a barometer of like what clearly is sort of like a gray area that like they look young, but they're actually like older. Or same thing as a what's it called again? A person that is actually underage, like a person like Klee or a
Mhm.
Paimon from Genshin Impact. Those are clearly like little girls and stuff like that, right? Mandy Canton, thank you so much for the 20
Thank you.
gifted membership, man.
Oh,
Holy
it's
crap, man.
crazy.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
20 gifted membership. What are you doing, dude? Stop it. Like what's going on, man? Thank you so much. Holy
I
crap.
gotta do those maddening runs for real. when
yeah.
When Fortune's Weave comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, so but thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you. Holy crap.
Oh, I
man.
got a membership. I did get a membership. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
got sniped.
Yeah, but so of course, like I watch Asmund Gold's reaction to this, right? Like his whole thing is
Yeah.
like, oh, the voice doesn't really match the character. She looks a lot younger and stuff, like conflating that. Like if you think she's attractive and stuff like that, then like are you like there's lolly and there's pedophile and then there's sort of like a crossover. So it's
Yeah.
so this is exactly what was said. So he said. Yes, that's exactly the leap I'm making. Lollies look like children, so people attracted to lollies would, on average, be more likely to be attracted to real children than someone who's not. Obviously, as shown in my chart, which is the sort of like the Venn diagram, it's not a one-on-one correlation, just a trend. He stands firm that his content is harmful and blurs the line between pedophilia.
Oh,
so
blah. That's
I
retarded.
the crazy thing is there is this like. This is a video game, so I understand, right? It's
These
it's
also
fake
are
and stuff like that.
robots.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
robots.
Yeah,
there are
and I-
robots too. They're not even real humans.
Yeah.
I also don't buy the voice mismatch because, like, if we're gonna go with that argument, for me, the English Eve doesn't match with her face. You know, she's clearly an Asian, but the voice is British. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't match, in my opinion. So, yeah, if that's your line of reasoning, then you have to criticize Eve too. With
Yeah,
that,
and-
if that's the
and
context.
a lot of these people that there's like a compilation of videos of like a bunch of these streamers who are like, you know, a lot bigger than us, right? They will say like, oh, she looks a little young. Oh, I like this game, but like it's weird that you're playing as a 10-year-old that's wearing a skin tight bodysuit and stuff, which is absolutely fucking crazy. And
Oh my
I said this
God.
before, like if this is the case, and like and what Sevvy said, if this is the first thing you see, it's like, oh, this is clearly
Yeah.
a little girl, and it's like and it's like, I think that's
And
sort of
you-
like a
Yeah, and you
self-report.
sexualize it. Yeah, if you're seeing a girl and you sexualize it, I think that is a self.
Yeah. And of course, let's go ahead and bring this last one over here. Kim Hyung-tae, the game's director, has actually responded to this. So Stellar Blade, Blood Rain director Kim Hyung-tae has responded to the concerns about the game's new main character, Evie, after fans questioned her design following the reveal trailer. Kim believes that players should wait until they play the game before judging. He said, if you actually play the game, you will not think that, suggesting that the story and gameplay will help players understand and appreciate the character.
Yeah.
He also explained that the team wanted the protagonist to be with a stronger personality. Now, I do agree with this. It's because she has a lot of personality in her photos with the gameplay. Eve does not have a lot of personality. Like
Yeah.
she has,
Wow.
like
And-
she doesn't really smile much. She doesn't get mad or anything.
Yep.
Like maybe like some grunting, but she
And-
has no personality.
Yeah.
Her being a pugilist, I see the gameplay really improved a lot. I feel like it's a lot less janky based on just looking at the trailer alone. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to play.
Yeah. Oh my god. One of the things I really like. Did you see that he said, "Oh, we're gonna be releasing all sorts of outfits," and I was like, "Yes!" I was really excited about that. So Phil, expect a bunch of DMs from me being like, "Phil, help me mod the game."
Yeah,
Phil!
I tried yesterday. Apparently you need this new particular software now. I couldn't figure it out, but maybe I didn't try hard enough. You need a particular software to install new outfits now via mods. I think they have this universal new software. It's called CNS. I don't get how it works.
Well, when you
But
figure
anyway.
out, great, just let me know. But otherwise, I will be bugging Phil
Be-
about Phil.
Yeah.
Please
Before-
walk me through this.
Because before it used to be just like copy these three particular
Yeah.
files and move it to a particular. But now it's like
Yeah.
you need to have this particular software, and
Oh my
Like,
god,
you know
it
what?
sounds like
That's
modding
okay.
Resident Evil because in
Yeah,
order
it's
to,
they,
to mod
they have
Resident
the
you need the fluffy mod manager, and then download the
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like the old way was kind of perfect already. It's pretty straightforward. They made it more complicated for some reason. But yeah, anyway.
yeah. But yeah, like overall, I think that this controversy is stupid. Like the thing is that like it's okay that you don't understand how Asian genetics works. You don't understand, and the thing is, a lot of people have this body type. Like it's a very slim, slender,
Yeah.
Yeah,
aerodynamic body type, not voluptuous at all, right?
yeah. And
A lot of regular, like especially if you go to China, Japan, Korea, not a lot of women have like big titties and big asses. Okay, that's sort of like few
Yeah.
and far between.
I think, in my opinion, all that needs to be done is official hair. Like you can change Eve's hair.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So, like,
yeah. It's
they-
100%. You can customize her hair if you can do it in the first
Yeah,
one.
so-
You can do it in this one.
Oh,
if-
yeah.
If people see her in long hair, I think they'll be more okay. Fine.
Yeah. Well,
can
I mean,
see-
I know that when I played Eve, I had her have like the super long, like near automata hair, or I would change it to the pink one. So I mean, like, of course you can change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's it called again? Like not everyone is gonna look like Shin Jae-yoon. Not everyone is gonna look like Sun Biki. Okay. So it's just like they're not gonna look like that. Majority of the women in Korea, they look like those K-pop stars. They look like
Yeah.
Rumi. They look like, from K-pop Demon Hunters. Rumi,
Yeah.
Zoe, and what's it called again? And Mira. They all
Yeah.
have that very slender, slim body type, and that
Yeah.
is like the average thing, right? And like having big boobs is not like a
Yeah, that is normal for Asian women. That is pretty normal for Asian.
But yeah. Let's see. Is it true that Asians cannot drive?
Yeah, Phil can't drive. I can confirm that.
What? What do you mean? How? How? Oh, here's the thing. Actually, to be honest, like I have a Tesla, so the car just drives for me. So
See?
so basically I don't drive. All right. So yeah. But yeah, okay, here's the thing. Asians can drive, but it is an exception, not the rule. All right. So like, like drifting and stuff like that. Like if you don't know Takumi, the guy from Initial D, he's actually based off of a real guy that drove on like the track and stuff like that, and he drove in a Hachiroku, which is the 86. So like the story is actually based off of him. So like drifting and stuff like that, that's like, but most of them, like, here's the thing, it's Asian woman, Asian old woman. If you ever go down to the 626 area, if you're ever in California, okay, it's saying, you know, if you're in the United States, the most, if you want to meet Chinese women, Asians, especially Chinese, go to San Gabriel and Alhambra, which is where I grew up. If you're like, hey, I want to bag me an Asian, a Chinese American woman, you want like, if you're coming to the US, don't go to New York. All right. If you go to New York, you're gonna get someone like Aquafina. All right. So you wanna go to what's it called, like, an Alhambra, where I grew up. You know who Aquafina is?
I mean, the water Aquafina?
Oh
No.
Oh my god.
No.
I thought you meant the
Oh.
brand. Okay.
No.
Did you
Oh.
watch the Hail Berry Little Mermaid? She's the
No, I didn't,
she just-
because that looked so fucking bad. I was like, I'm not gonna touch that.
She voiced the Scuttle.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, we gotta show it now.
Oh no.
We got, so she started off at YouTube, and then she got super, super popular. And then she's like everywhere now, unfortunately. Like she's all right.
I learned
Lem-
so much.
All right. Okay. So this is her right here. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. So this is Aquafina. This is her younger too. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. Right. So
Still loading for me.
You know, I
Okay, now I see it. Yep.
okay, you see it?
Oh.
All right. So
Oh, her. Okay.
oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm
Yeah, she is
open
everywhere.
to
She's
the
annoying.
conversation. I think
Yeah.
it, you know, it really is something that
So the thing is that, so she grew up in like New York area at the East Coast, so she has this like fake black accent, like a
Yeah.
black accent, and like people are, and the thing is she's talking regular here, so people actually, like, you know, approach her. It's like, oh, you're doing a fake accent, but you haven't seen the Aquafina Scuttle, right?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
She needs to be heard at her highs, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so we're probably gonna clip this out, but you need to hear this.
Yeah.
Well, you just listen, Sebastian. I got that scuttlebutt.
Hurry up.
Oh my god. That's bad.
Yeah. So
That's so bad. Oh my god.
all right. So it gets worse. It gets worse. Here.
Scuttlebutt, scuttlebutt. Hey,
Oh, please let this be the day.
let's go. We got it. Now gossip.
Oh no.
Who said what, who does
Oh
that? Yeah, I
my
told you so.
God.
Let's go.
Yeah. So,
Oh my god. That is painful.
So yeah, it is. It's awful, and that's in the movie.
Oh my god. I'm so glad I never saw this. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a bad movie. It's not good. They even race swapped the horse. Have you seen that?
I think I saw the picture. Oh no. Yeah. I think I saw the picture. Somebody said they race swapped the horse. And I was like, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke.
Yeah. So let me see if we can find the photo. But yeah. So they race swapped everything, including the horse. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring this up here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They even race swapped the horse, but yeah. So if you guys want to go to if you guys want Vietnamese girls, go down to Westminster, which is in the OC area. You guys will want Vietnamese girls. I believe if it's Chinese girls, you want to go down to San Gabriel. You have a bunch of the girls from with China and stuff like that. They're all hanging out over there. And I believe if it's like Koreans, I forgot where the Koreans are. But yeah, it's like oh yeah, the Koreans should be in, if I'm not mistaken, like Roland Heights area in California. But yeah, yeah. So it's the if you and most of them, when you see them, they're all very very slim and slender. So if you want like those like girls with like the more voluptuous, that they're gonna be harder to find. All right, Phil's drawing a map for the love. Look, I'm trying to help you guys out. Okay, I'm
He's
trying to
doing you
help
guys a solid. He's trying to do you
Yeah.
guys a solid. So, like, if you're into Asian girls and you're looking for your true love, this is where you could potentially find her.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Mitchell Fields with the 2. Regarding Celebrate 2, I stand with the lady fister. That's true. Right? Now, if this girl was a big scary woman, you know, she probably would be banned from fisting, because that's, you know, that could be very painful. Right? So but yeah, are you guys looking forward to like any like Sevvy, what's the next game that you're going to be playing, like that you haven't started playing yet, that you're super excited to play?
Oh, let's see. Well, I'm trying to think which games are coming out. There is.
There's a lot in September and October, but what are there any for July and August?
Well, I know I have to finish Lego Batman, so I'll probably go back to that one. For sure. And I'm currently trying to Platinum Expedition 33 because I'm like 2 achievements away. Unfortunately, that means I have to fight Simon again, so I'm not really happy about it. Yeah, Tomb Raider. I'm really excited about Tomb Raider. That's right. That's one of the ones I'm really
next
excited
year,
about.
yeah.
Sadly, yeah, it is next year. Sadly, the last Ronin looks amazing, but it's just in production, so it
Yeah.
might be like 7 years from now. So who knows when that's gonna come out? What games are like literally coming out?
Like I know the Star Fox, I think, I don't even know what like next month is, but like in
Yeah.
terms of big games, I
Yeah, for
like
Yeah,
most of it, like Grae said, it's
for
coming
me,
out later.
for me, it's an isolated case because it's a JRPG. Yeah, Adventures of Elliot. That's next week. So I've
Yeah.
been waiting for quite a while for that one.
So
Yeah.
now I while Sevvy thinks about that, like I do want to show if Stellar Blade was made by the studios here in the US, or
Mhm.
yes,
I
the
saw
Western.
I saw that earlier, but it's a different one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
So if what's it called again? If Stellar Blade was made by any other studio that's US based,
Oh my God.
this is how Eevee would look like. All
Oh
right.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate. My God, Santa Monica. Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
you basically
Naughty
turn her
Dog,
into
you do that, yes.
a hag, a sucker punch. Who probably just bring in Erika Ishii again. Insomniac just get he looks like Syndrome over here. Who's Gorilla? The Gorilla? I don't who is that?
Aloy ish.
Is that Aloy-ish? Oh man. It's not good.
And how smart in tribute to Saros.
Oh man. Yeah, it's not good, man. But yeah, is that in Nico Avocado's face? Nikado Avocado. The crazy thing is that so you guys know who he is, right? Nikado Avocado.
I don't.
So he was this like very very like obese guy. He started off skinny first, and he started doing like mukbangs
Yeah,
eating, and then he
ultra
got
vegan.
and then he got like very 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 fat.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
went the
gay.
opposite, opposite side.
Yeah. And then he lost all of that weight in like matter of like months and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
jeez.
he's like, and then he said, "All right, I'm 35 now. I'm gonna stop being gay and have kids."
What?
And I was like, "So it is a choice."
It was a choice.
Yeah. So I think he got married or has a girlfriend now. Like he married like that's like he gave up being gay. He's like, you know what? It's time to have kids. It's time to have kids. But yeah, absolutely crazy, man. And thank you so much, Manny. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, since we're on the topic of Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider developers say that they are not trying to please either side of the culture war debate over Lara Croft's appearance. Game director Raul Ciccadia, I don't know how to say that, and experienced director Jeff Adams said their goal is simply to make Lara feel true to the character fans know. We are not trying to make one camp happy and the other camp miserable. This is Lara. This is who she is, and this is the icon that we've come to know. The team also said that they did not see looks and abilities as something that had to be balanced against each other. They just want to create the best version of Lara Croft, not responding to online arguments. In my opinion, I agree with that. Now, do you think that Lara Croft is back? She is back. She is hot. She is awesome. This is the same one that we've gotten back in the day.
Does she look exactly the same as the classics? No, but am I bothered by it? No, I'm not. I'm not bothered by it. Because generally, like the classics, I mean, she had triangle boobs, because they were triangle boobs that looked bigger, but she's also not flat, right? And there's been criticism about her braid. I don't care about the braid. I care more about like how she's played and the game story, and if she's gonna straight true to the character that she is, or if they're gonna change her story and then make her a crybaby or whiny little bitch, right? Like, because the idea of Lara, the idea of Lara is that she's strong, she's intelligent, she's smart, she gets stuff done, right? And she looks hot while she does it. So I'm gonna wait until the game comes out, and then I'll play it and then be able to determine it. But so far, I'm not really mad at that. There are some things that I saw in the gameplay that are a little bit bothersome, but hopefully they fix it and when the game is released. So it's with the jumping, I'm talking about the swan dive. The swan dive is an issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Grae?
Yeah, overall, I'm happy with this iteration. And like my only complaints is I think the boobs need to be a little bigger. That's about it. Other than that,
agreed.
Now,
here's the thing, though. She could be wearing like okay. So this is what they did with I know she's not here because like, you can obviously see that she's not. But like that's what they did with this is like a blurry photo. But that's what they did with Tifa for Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? They put she's not just wearing a white crop top, tank top, right, kind of thing. She's also wearing a black sports bra that compresses the boobs. And I've seen a lot of r/ bigger than your head, and a lot of these women, they conceal the boobs very, very nicely. Like you can't tell they're like massive, right? Yeah. So but you can't say that for her. But sorry, Grae, go ahead. You can continue.
Yeah, that's about my complaint with Legacy. This one, like I have a bigger issue with the one that's coming later, the SAR Tomb Raider. I feel like that was unnecessary and clearly political, in my opinion. Like, if you want to make a Indian woman character, you don't have to steal from an IP to do that. Like, just make your own and write her well. I mean, like, you're just causing problems by like race swapping an existing character already. That's what it feels like to me. This one I don't have a problem, and I'm excited to play this one next year. But sadly, it's releasing super near Persona 4. That's my problem. So I'll probably play it at a later time.
I mean, she looks cute, but also, like in my opinion, mods can make her boobs bigger too. So it's like it's not like the last selling point for me. It's like mods can fix that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Like the thing is, like I would prefer if I didn't need to mod the game.
Yeah, I know. Like she looks like she has a C cup, and I think Lara usually is a D or a double D, right? So like, do I wish Lara Croft looked more like me? Yes, I did. But you know what? At least she's not flat, so it could have been really, really bad. And I look at. Yeah, and I'll look at the latest two Tomb Raider games, Rise of the Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider just Tomb Raider, right? And she looks very similar to those games too. And I don't remember the same type of backlash. And I said the same thing when those two games came out. Is I wish her boobs were a little bit bigger, but it's not the last thing that because the games were still pretty solid and fun.
Yeah, I think overall, like she's still hot. I think that's the most important.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Like
She's still hot.
Her face isn't we've all seen like good looking women that are like flat.
Yeah,
or like they don't have like very, very big butts. Like, of course, we just talked about Evie from Stellar Blade Blood Rain, right?
Yeah,
so I think that I'm okay with it as long as like they do it back where she's actually raiding tombs, back to the old stuff, and it looks like it's back to basics, back to sort of like fundamentals.
And more, I think more importantly with this in particular, like it shows that the West can design attractive female characters. Just the others are using the excuse, oh, we have engine issues, oh, it's just the motion capture and all that bullshit, that we know that they're intentionally making it ugly. Like we're probably gonna talk about this later, but compare this Tomb Raider compared to like that Haley Atwell on Fables, like that's such a disaster. How can you how can you fuck up Haley Atwell so bad? It's like,
well,
I have so much to say about Fable because like I played the original trilogy, so I have things to say about like the people's like defending it and the people kind of criticizing it with good reason. So it's very clear to me at this point that the West is just clearly uglifying the characters. It's not an engine issue. It's not a whatever technical issue. It's just you're doing it on purpose at this point. If you can make characters like this,
well, because according to them, right? Because according to them, is they want apparently the audience that they want to attract to this is basically saying, oh, we want to see ourselves in the characters because we don't want them to look way too attractive or way too hot. And it's like, well, that's if you think that your audience looks like a potato, that's an issue.
Yeah. And of course, like Alana Pierce, like sort of defended them, saying that like, oh, like it's different, like it's just a lot harder to model like female faces than it is male faces. It's because like if you look at the what's it called again, the Jedi Survivor guy, like the guy, it looks exactly like him. All the men look really good, and it looks like their counterparts. And just for some reason, all of the female, they don't look like their actual like model faces, right? And of course, if you compare that to Capcom. Like Capcom's like all their females look insanely attractive, and they're all modeled after insanely attractive women. So like you said, this is the actual deliberate thing that they're doing to make sure that like what, like what Sevvy said, I feel that like I feel insecure with my face, and I don't want I want to make sure that this girl doesn't look better than I am, because I will feel very, very insecure. So I'm just gonna make sure that like Deborah Ann Wall is gonna look a lot older than she looks like shit in real life when she was in Daredevil. But
it's crazy in my opinion.
Let's see. Hey, Sukus Davila, thank you so much for the gifted membership, man. Thank you. And Hollow Ninja with the 2. Lao Fei Raiders said God of War game was 2018. Wow. So yes. So the I believe is like the narrative director and the actual like the writer and the directors, their first God of War games were both 2018 God of War. They didn't even play the original.
Wow, oh my god. Yeah, not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Absolutely insane. But thank you so much for the 2. All right. So I'm sorry, I have Sevvy, I know that you are what's it called again? Like I don't want to sound degenerate or anything like that, but the chat is gonna ask me for this eventually. So I gotta stick to my Gooner
grift.
My Gooner grift. All right. So so this is Ada Wong's physics in 30 FPS.
Okay.
And that's is 120.
Oh my god.
All right. There it is. So,
oh my god, you know what this reminds me of? No joke. There was that one singer that got on stage and she was shaking her booty, and you could see her butt implants because of
Oh,
how it moved. It was so bad. And it was I can't remember. She was one of the black women. I don't know. There's so many black singers. I just don't know which one it is. But but like so like one of them that was like her entire thing is, oh look, I have a big butt. But you could see her implants because her butt moved one way and the implants moved the other.
Like have you seen the one where it's like the woman who got butt implants where she had to like flip it around?
No! What?
Let me see if I can let me see if I can find it.
It might have been Cardi B. I can't remember which it was.
Let me
like
see if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, so I saw this is like an older video.
I was so mortified. I was like, that's so gross and disgusting. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like if you want an implant, right? If you want to like, but you can work out.
Yeah, just fucking work out, dude. That's what I do.
Like boobs, you can't. Okay, like unless you have like you're blessed or whatever it is, like you, like Sevvy. I'm talking about you. Like if you're blessed or if for whatever reason, like you eat a lot of food and all that stuff goes to your boobs, then like you have that like that good gene, right? But most of the time, like you don't have that. So let me see if I can find this it's like the people are getting like I think BBLs probably would have been a lot better, right? Let me see if I can find this. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, I found it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Oh my god. What? What
This is an old. This is not AI because this video is like a long time ago. It's like 10 years ago.
6 years. It's just
This is that's skin. Oh my god.
Okay, you all right, let's play it.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
she just
no.
flips it.
Oh,
She just flips it.
No. Oh my god.
That is so. It's like, look,
dude.
What? Look, I understand like why women get breast implants. Okay, I understand. Okay, it's because you can't grow boobs. You can't make your boobs bigger. Okay, so like I understand, but butts and hips, you can make them bigger. Work out and eat eat correctly and work out and stuff and tone.
Yeah.
But like, and I know like women who like I don't know them, but like I've seen women who get like BBLs and stuff like that. That basically gets like fats from their other parts of their body and they're injected into their hips. And
I heard that's actually really, really dangerous. Because it can go into a vein or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not good.
Don't do it.
Still,
don't do it.
That is, you guys are out of control, man.
No,
that's crazy, bro. Yeah. Yo, flip that ass cheek. I want to feel flat today.
Oh no, I thought a funnier one would have been like if it's flipped, it's like a portable like table, so you could put your beer on it.
Yeah, it's like it's like I'm gonna need a table. Can you lie down really quick? You just like flip it over and just put your drink on top of her ass.
That would have been that's what I thought. It's like okay,
oh,
like, I guess
man.
you can put your beer on that, dude.
Yeah, like for me, like it's so bad. Like that this is like a botch kind of thing and stuff
So
like
bad.
that. So yeah, like I said, don't get it. Okay, don't get it.
No.
But if you, like I said, if you want to get boob implants, that thing is like people have been doing that shit for a long time. All right, like people have been doing like breast implants since like the 70s, so it's been around for over 50 years now. So like and it's gotten better. Technology has gotten better, and there's like you have like 3 different types of implants you can get. So and of course, like if you want to remove it, you can remove it. The same thing with your ass cheek implant and stuff like that. But absolutely crazy, man. Yeah. SCDB, thank you so much for the 10 gifted membership. Thank you so much. What's this here? Piping Cynic is like with the 279. That's very specific. Once gay forever. not for okay. So I do want to ask if Okay, you know what? Never mind. You know what? Forget it. I don't want to ask anymore. I don't want to ask anymore. Never mind. But well, unless you're a buy, right? So like,
Yeah, he's probably a buy. Nico Cotto's probably a buy.
yeah.
That's why
All
you
right.
can flick it like that.
Yeah, but it's an option. Being gay is an option, right? Just saying. All right, let's talk about Xbox. Let's see. Satya Nadella spoke about Xbox reset, stating that no one can accuse Microsoft of not having invested in video games over the last 25 years. Nadella said about the Xbox business and video games, and now that we have to turn this into a sustainable business, despite all of the entertainment value that Xbox offers, he said Microsoft has not been monetizing that entertainment and, in fact, has been subsidizing it. He added with a laugh, in fact, there's more monetization of Xbox games on YouTube than on Microsoft. So now, do you think that Microsoft is going to be coming back?
Oh, that is a difficult question because there's also rumors that Microsoft is going to separate from Xbox. Either have it be a completely different company separate from Microsoft that just, has a contract, to provide human resources and legal management, things like that, or they sell it off. So, I mean, like those two are like those rumors are floating around right now. But no matter what, I mean, I think that if they do separate, that's going to be better for Xbox than staying with Microsoft. Because, and this is something that I was talking about earlier in Saturday Night Hypnosis, is the fact that if you think about the culture and the future gaming, right? So if you assume that the ESA's numbers are correct from 2024 in their survey, and their survey has a lot of problems. I made a video on this survey and the issues that they had in their survey. But assuming that their survey is correct, their survey said, based on everybody that they talked to, it was something like I think like 60% or 64% people played PC games and only 35% played on consoles. If you look at Gen Alpha and Gen C, it was more 50-50, right? So if you're looking, and those statistics help to give you a frame of reference for what is the future gaming. Xbox, does not make their money of selling consoles. Xbox, if you look at their 2025 numbers that they publish, makes their numbers of Game Pass, subscriptions, that live services. That's how they make their money. They don't make their money on consoles. They even stated when they released their financials that they're actually losing money on consoles. That they're not pushing as much product. Asha has said we want to focus and have more people sell Xboxes. She also did say we made a mistake by not taking into account PC gamers. She said we focused too much on PlayStation and we didn't take PC gamers seriously. We didn't take the PC industry seriously as a competition. And now, in so many words, to basically say we're fucked. And we're going to correct that and not do that again. So when you look at the Xbox showcase and what they did of having two games be, quote, exclusive to Xbox, only one is actually exclusive completely to Xbox. The other one isn't. Clockwork is only going to be available on Xbox. And E-Day is going to be on Xbox and PC, right? And I think that's a mistake that she made, because then that's not going to drive people to buy consoles, right? And if you already know that's where you're losing money out of it, and you already know that by increasing the Game Pass prices, and this is something that was discussed in the press release that they had last week, was that they saw a significant decrease in Game Pass owners. A lot of people canceled their Game Pass after they increased their prices by 150%. And I can't remember the exact number, but I think it was like something around like 60% of people canceled their Game Pass subscriptions. So they're gonna be bleeding a lot of money, and that's I think part of the reason why Asha then cut the prices down. It's still an increase; it didn't go back to where it was before, but it is now cheaper than the PlayStation subscription when you compare the two. I think that if they want Microsoft to be back, what they need to do is they need to separate Microsoft from Xbox, and they need to start treating PC as a competition.
Oh, yeah. Well, how do you feel about this, Grae?
Yeah, there's just so many layers that Xbox needs to get out of. Like, I'm not sure. Maybe it will be. I'm kind of divided if it'll be better for Xbox to be spin off, because like I think it's such a huge sunk cost already for Microsoft, especially ever since they bought all these developers only for them to not produce a single game that really smashed records or did really well. And yeah, it really hurt them that they went every device that you have as an Xbox. I really thought it was a bad idea back in the day. So it's good that Ash is kind of retracting on that and going back to exclusivity, because like I said many times already, I really think like as much as it's anti-consumer for exclusives for us, I really think it's the only way for you to get people to get your particular hardware. So I think she's on the right path for that. But the problem is, like Sevvy kind of touched on this, there is not enough games yet that's like, it's, oh yeah, this is a must have for me to get Xbox. No, I don't think it's Gears of War E-Day. I don't think it's the Clockwork game either. So
No.
there needs to be more really, really good Xbox games for people to see, oh yeah, I must have the Xbox Series or Project Helix. But
Yeah.
they also run into this problem where, yeah, given like the high prices for hardware, and they want Project Helix to be expensive. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. Like, you're gonna price it at least $1,500. Like, why? I feel like you're really setting yourself up for defeat. And not to mention, like, Game Pass. Like, you've trained your audience to not buy the games brand new. You just like, you know what? I'll just play it on Game Pass. Like, especially if it's a short game, I'll just get it on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Especially for me, like, like why would I spend $80 for like Fable or $50 to $60 for Halo if I can just get, for my case, Game Pass is only $4. I might as well just go for that. Like, the gap is just so huge. Like, why would I spend money like a huge load of money for a game that I feel like it's okay or maybe good at best, not really groundbreaking or really compelling compared to Nintendo's lineup, and I'll just play it on Game Pass. So like, that's another missed revenue on their part. And they were hoping Call of Duty would be the driver to finally get that influx of Game Pass subscribers. But
no,
again,
they took Call of Duty off the Game Pass a while back. So
because it didn't work, and not to mention that it was bad for me. At the end of the day, it's like, it's because your games suck. Like, if you just made good games, people wouldn't. People wouldn't mind. People would have bought the hardware. People would have wanted to own the games. Like, if it's just remakes that's carrying, like Gears and Halos, like even Campaign Evolved, I have issues with it. Like, you can literally play the Halo 1 right now with the Master Chief Collection. Like, it's only like what, $5-10 more often than not.
Yeah.
Why would I buy Halo that's single player only, that's cost like $50, and you're just adding, oh, it has better graphics now and a few additional levels and third person shooting. Like, for me, it's like, yeah, for me, it's like they bought so many dev teams, but they weren't able to properly manage them. Like, had they like took care of Bethesda, which they're just only prioritizing now, which is strange. Like, after all these years, they only figured, oh shit, we got a lot more resources on Elder Scrolls 6. Like, yeah, no shit, obviously. Like, had they took care of the devs team, like they actually made good games, like they wouldn't be having that problem. They wouldn't be having this problem. It's like, it all boils down to making really, really good games, which Nintendo continuously kept delivering. Say what you will about their overpricing, but if it's a good game, people are willing to spend. Like, example, Fire Emblem, Fortune Sweet, like, oh, it's priced at $80. Oh, but for me, it's like, I know it's gonna be good. I don't give a shit. I'm willing to pay $80. So that's the thing. It's like if it's good, people won't care if it's expensive. But the thing is, it's because they suck. That's
Well, right
ultimately the
now,
problem.
old games are like $17-$80, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see. I think a lot of the stuff that they showed off looks really, really cool, really promising. It looks like even though one of the Gears of War person is like a big buff black lady, we'll see if it's good. But I'm looking forward to it. But I'm not sure if they're going to like if it's
And
good
that's
practice
the
for them
thing.
moving forward.
I'm gonna play it, but it's like it's only $4 for me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play the game at full price. That's another dilemma that they created for themselves. The subscription model is not sustainable. Not for gaming. Like it can work
No.
for movies and TV shows, but not for games, not for video
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. All right. Now, but I do want to talk about this. This is sort of like, I guess, it's sort of breaking news. I'm not sure if anyone cares, but the Knicks has finally won the NBA championship after 53 years.
Wow.
So, congratulations to the New York Knicks. This is huge for them. I haven't watched a basketball game ever since what's it called again? Kobe and Shaq were no longer a part of the Lakers back in the day. But yeah, congratulations. But so why are we talking about this? So there's a video that surfaced, and this was about like what's it called again? Like late last month. So this is the video. Let's go. So this is a video. It's a pretty short video. Let's go and watch it together.
It's the fucking Knicks! It's on that fucking jersey! Who the fuck wants to go to Ohio? LeBron to my dick! Look at the Knicks going to the finals. It's like Jesus returning. We smoking on the pad. Bounce up! Bounce up! They're fucking butt! This shit looking like New Year's! Hey, yo! How you get a flag up there? Tell James Harden, mom, I'm coming for dinner, nigga! Fuck James Harden! Fuck them strip club! Get the fuck off the strip club, nigga! Donovan Mitchell, we not delivering to your house no more, nigga! That's the finals! Jalen Brunson, it's the fucking goal! I don't speak no French, London, Yama! You wanna send that nigga back to France? Word! Word! Get your fucking forward, baby! Smoking all that fucking Cleveland back! If we win the finals, we burning the city down!
So they won the finals, right? They won the finals, and they gonna be burning the city down.
My God, it's crazy.
Yeah. This is why
Jesus.
I can never get into sports, man. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah. So this is what's
I
happening
know.
right now. In New York, of course, it's a pride flag there. It's sort of it's sort of par for the course. But yeah, they're going to be burning that city to the ground. All right. So, and here's the thing, like especially if you win on home court, like you win on home turf, like you're gonna be destroying shit, right? But yeah, what's it called again? Nina Lynn got arrested for like sort of like doing crazy shit. Of course, like of course, like this happened here in LA too when the Lakers won or lost. Like there was still a riot no matter what happened.
Wow.
Yeah. So the good thing is that Sevvy, you don't live near New York. I don't live anywhere near New York, and Grae is not even on the same continent as New York. So yeah, absolutely crazy. But congrats to the New York Knicks. 53 years is quite a long time to not win a championship, right? But yeah, like anything to chimp out, anything to go crazy, anything, and it's like these people are going to be going to jail for like disorderly conduct or whatever it is, right? And like these people are going to be going to jail, and a lot of these people are young kids. These are like kids in like high school, like or in college and stuff like that, man. But yeah, crazy. And they're not even like in the heart of like NYC and Manhattan or anything. They're just like on the side of the street. But yeah, man, absolutely crazy. Crazy people.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. I do want to talk about Fable. I do want to talk about Fable. So I've never played any Fable game.
I
But
played all three.
This makes me
So-
very upset.
Yeah, it's insane.
Look at what they did to Haley Atwell. Sevvy, what are your thoughts about this? Like let's say like if you were going to be a face model, they're going to model this character after you, and then you see yourself, you're like, how would you feel?
I would be really pissed off. And I would sue their butt. That's what I would do.
But overall, this is basically how Haley Atwell has been cast as the villain Isabel in the Fable reboot. She provides both the voice and performance and motion capture for the character. Somehow they did it again in Western games. Keep uglifying characters. This is just on purpose. Absolutely. And of course, we talked
Oh
about
yeah,
this earlier.
of course. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, Grae.
this is incredibly unnecessary. There's a reason why Xbox is losing money. They bloat their budgets unnecessarily for these celebrity collaborations, and it's fine if I don't Haley Atwell's very prominent, but if you make her look like that, you kind of just diminish the purpose, and you kind of and you jacked up your development costs unnecessarily, and yeah, it's like this just as someone who played Fable 1, 2, and 3, it's like it's unnecessary. It's like they brought back the old villain, Jack of Blades, and for me that was enough. He was the most compelling villain in the trilogy. You didn't need to shoehorn Haley Atwell into this. I don't know why they chose to do that, but probably because it's all because she's a celebrity, a famous celebrity, but they didn't have to. The story of Fable 1 was in itself fine already, and yeah, they I think she's gonna diminish Jack of Blades, which is kind of disappointing. But she's probably gonna girl boss him in some capacity.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's poorly designed here, and like I saw I shared through Project Eggroll X the gameplay. It looks bad. Like it looks sloppy. It's compared to Fable 1, the original, and what else? The people who were kind of defending the game, they listed all the features one by one, because oh, you can buy all the house, oh, you can hit on everyone, oh, you can I 100% know you're a tourist because you can already do all of those in the previous game. You can do all of those in the previous game, so it's not something to brag about. So yeah, it's not looking good for Fable, and it's like they're charging like $100 for you to play 5 days early. That's another thing that West is doing. It's like I hate that strategy.
Oh, the streamer tax? You mean the streamer tax? Hate the streamer tax?
I'm glad that Square Enix did it with Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, but they stopped doing it for their succeeding games. So the Japanese, at least they stopped trying to do that. They probably got a lot of negative backlash for that, but I still see the West in particular still practicing that. Oh, you gotta get the deluxe edition, you gotta get the premium edition, or you gotta get the ultimate edition so you can play early, and then it's way more expensive. For me, that's a bridge too far. It's too predatory. But anyway, it's probably working. But for Fable's case, I don't think it's gonna work as they wanted to, given it doesn't look good at all. Again, it's not helping the case. They made Haley Atwell, of all people, look ugly. And I get the feeling that they're gonna shit the story. And yeah, I said, to be fair, the female characters in Fable, they're not attractive. You can argue that some, very few are, but overall they're very ugly. But I said you would have gone a long way if you made them more attractive in this iteration to get more people to buy the game. But no, they still continue to make them ugly and unattractive as possible. So I'll probably play it on Game Pass. That's the problem that Game Pass created. Why would I spend $80 if I can just spend $4? Literally just $4. So, and I can probably finish it within the month. So that's the problem that they created for themselves that will hurt their bottom line. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. It's I'm not excited. I'll probably just play the game just for morbid curiosity, or if I want to make a review out of it, but I don't think it's going to be a good game at all. And Microsoft needs this one to succeed, given how long they've been developing it and how expensive, probably in the hundreds of millions, to create this remake of the game.
Sevvy, are you going to be playing this game? You play all.
Yeah, I might play it just to make fun of it. Just because part of my grift is to play games even if they're bad. So I might just do that anyway. But I don't think it's gonna be a game that I like. The fact that the male character walks like a girl, it's really sloppy work that they did, because it was very clearly was an afterthought in terms of how they did it, because people were really mad about it. The story doesn't seem really compelling. I haven't seen anything about the game. that makes me feel excited about the gameplay or the combat. So
Yeah, like, and here's the thing. Don't be like me and buy the digital deluxe version of Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight Lego game and not play it early. All right, I did.
Exactly.
oh my god, Phil.
I
You got
bought it
the
because
you paid the streamer tax so you could play it early, and then you didn't play it early.
no,
Yep.
I bought it. I was excited. After I saw the Kiss from a Rose like seal like the music over the gameplay, I'm like, I'm sold. I'm gonna buy it right now. Right? I played it like 3 weeks, like 2-3 weeks later, man. It's
Oh,
like,
no.
so don't be like me. You guys don't need to play the game early, okay? It's not worth it. Why? Because I'm an idiot. That's why.
Oh
Because
my
I'm a
god, Phil.
because I'm a retard. All right. So yeah, like,
retard.
yeah. So yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
actually really mad over here because like Haley Atwell is an incredibly beautiful woman, and if you haven't seen the episode where she was in Black Mirrors, you have got to see it. I wish I was that weird android looking guy that was able to grab her boobs, but hey, we know it's you know, they're gonna take everything that we like and look at her chin. Her chin comes to a point. So why is her chin squared off here?
Because they want to make her look like a man.
Yep. And this is all that narcissist, what's it called? Like an egocentric and insecure people that work
Yeah.
in the video game industry.
Of course, yeah. That's exactly
Yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah, it's a crime. They should go to jail for it.
Yeah.
All right, Sevvy, if you ever become like a person that will like make like sign something into law,
Yes.
this needs to be a crime. This needs to be a hate crime. All right,
I will
woman.
keep that in mind. Although I generally don't think that I would ever get elected because of all the shit I said. I mean, like you were there when we were playing Geeks and Gamers Plays.
Mhm.
Like you were there, like when I made the reference and I said, "Oh, he's just playing the monkey." And, like, everything I have said online will come back to bite me in the butt, and nobody would ever vote for me because I'm
Hey,
not.
hey, you got
appropriate with the
you
shit
got
I
my
say.
vote. All right, you got my vote. All right. Absolutely crazy, man. I think like seeing a bunch of these like beautiful women, attractive women, or even just like, you know, regular looking women, like they purposely make them uglier,
Mhm.
and like there's no reason for it other than insecurity. It's just
Yeah.
like you like I like okay, I see it a lot of unattractive women in the video game industry.
Yeah.
Like there are some very hot ones, but like, you know, like but like most of them 9 times out of 10 like they're what's it called? They're taken, so like you can't really do anything. But the ones who are like the most outspoken, the one who has the most say, the one like all of them are like either like just ugly or just hates other women. I don't get it. Like why do women hate other women? Okay, Sevvy, I'm gonna ask you that.
Because
Why
yeah.
why is that?
I think there's a lot of jealousy that comes with it, and
Mhm.
they want to put people down. So part of it is they look at it as a competition, and it's more of a, if I can hurt you enough to make you shut up and to make you go away, then nobody is going to look at you and then think, oh, I'm competing against her.
Mhm. Okay, so for instance, let's say if like there is like an attractive person that you like, you know, a person that you both are attracted to. So you're sort of like, hey, you know, like it's sort of like competition.
It is competition. Yeah, it is viewed as competition. So girls tend to be really, really petty because what they end up doing to get other women out of the competition is to make them feel absolutely like crap, or to get people to rally against them, and you know, just be bullies. That's you know, that's generally how it has always been, like since you're a little kid, you know, and everything else. It's like the way you fall in line is by following the cool person and bullying other people.
Yeah.
That's generally how it works. That's generally how girls end up interacting, and that's why generally it is really hard to have friends who are girls. because then you need to find a friend that is going to be confident enough in herself and is going to trust you enough to know that, one, you're not going to go, and steal her man, and then two, confident enough to be around you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to see like if guys do that, where like we sabotage one another. I don't think I've.
it's, yeah, it's more apparent for women. Like, and like as far as I know, there's been studies conducted that
Mhm.
women who give like beauty advice to other women, like makeup advice or how to, like it's usually to sabotage them and actually makes them look worse. Apparently, there's been studies that
Yeah.
were conducted that's actually true. But I don't quote me on that. But I've just heard in like, I don't know if it was Griffin Gaming or someone mentioned it on their streams, that there are actual studies that were conducted that it's very apparent for women to do that out of spite or out of envy. That the advice is actually bad advice to make them look, or
Yeah,
to be perceived worse.
It's sort of like you see it all the time in like media, right? And of course, like art imitates real life, right? So it's like if you, it's typically it's sort of like what's it called, like a, I guess you would say, a pecking order. It's sort of like, there's this in a girl group, there's always going to be sort of the one that's sort of like that's in charge, right? Even though they're not, but it's like a sort of everyone, like you said, like everyone sort of like follows them. Everyone like, okay, whatever she says, we're gonna go eat. We're gonna go eat whatever she says, right? Right. And typically, it's like, does anyone have anything to say? Like the person who sort of like takes charge, and like it's usually that girl. That's the one who sort of like who's the one who's like I guess in a way insecure when I guess the power shifts, right? And it's like, oh, like all of a sudden this girl that's like number 2 or number 3 is getting more of the guy's attention.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of stuff. Like here's the thing. Someone says that guys sabotage other guys all the time. So here's the thing. I don't have friends. Okay. I don't have a lot. Okay. When I say friends, I'm talking about like people that are like that I grew up with, friends. The people that like I met at work, and then like we're like friends in real life, and like we hang out all the time. I don't have those types of friends anymore. The people that I typically hang out with are like people I know from the internet now. Like those are my friends versus like the boys I grew up with, is because my ex sort of ruined everything for me. Right. So but yeah, like yeah, exactly, like Regina George from Mean Girls. It's literally like that. Grae, have you seen Mean Girls?
Not yet.
Oh my god, you need to. It's
That
a
was,
good
like,
movie.
When Lindsay Lohan was at her hottest. It was and the thing is, what's it called again? Yeah, you have Rachel McAdams, you had Amanda Seyfried, and you have Lacey Chabert. And like I think it's hilarious, but I'm not sure if you can relate. I'm pretty sure you can. Like in high school, there's sort of like groups and cliques.
Yeah.
Right? Like for me, I was with the anime otaku group, because like I was a part of
I can see that.
otaku group. But like after I was like in a otaku group, like I would hang out with like the social club crew. But most of the time I'm with like the Asian otaku groups. It's because I will just like sit around and watch anime and stuff like that. But like this is like a I guess an exaggerated version of like high school drama. Like there are a bunch of high school tribalism and stuff like that. And of course, like there's these like 3 hot girls that are like everyone swoons over, and they're like the popular person at school. And if one of them gets out of line, the one in charge sort of like makes him feel bad, right? And of course, she sabotages like Lindsay Lohan sort of gets her way and she becomes like the leader. But in order for her to become the leader, she sabotages one of the
She
other
makes
girls.
Regina look fat, basically.
Yeah, she started like giving her like a bunch of like stuff that made her look really fat.
Yeah, make her
So,
gain
like-
a lot of weight. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a fun watch, but it's also like a chick flick. But it's a fun watch.
Yeah, I would still recommend it though. But I think it is pretty accurate though, because like I was part of the popular group, and I remember
Of course you were. Of course you were. So, okay. See, like I was like the losers. Like, oh, you like anime and video games and mangas? What a loser! Like, you would pick on me. See, like I'm glad we never.
and that's
met in
where-
high school.
And that's more
I
apparent
would
back
have.
then compared to it is now. Like, video games.
See, now
look
anime
more
and
the
manga
same.
and video games are cool, right? Back in the
Yeah.
day, you'd be like, "Oh, what a loser! This guy's an idiot. Don't even
I
look
would've-
at me."
I would have said that. Yes, that is accurate.
Yeah.
So part of the thing too is like what I was gonna say is like I remember one time I invited this girl to sit down to lunch with us, and my other friends like to her face made fun of her, made her cry, told her to get the fuck out because how dare she think that she could sit down with us. And I was like, I invited her, and like they gave me a talking to about how I could not invite her because she was ugly, so she couldn't sit with us.
Damn.
Damn, you guys are mean.
That's
So-
that,
so
yeah.
what did you
Girls
say? What did you
are
say?
mean.
What did
Girls
you
are
say to that?
mean.
What did you say to that ugly girl? He's like, hey, sorry, but you're ugly.
No, I just avoided her after that. Because she was new.
Oh no.
She was new to the school, and I was trying to be nice because I always tried to be really, really nice to people. And I would say like I'm not proud of all the bullying that like I did when I was growing up. I'm not proud of the person that I was in like school and high school. I'll just say that I was not proud. Okay. But after that, like it was like okay, like you know, you learned your lesson really quickly, and in that period, all you care about is being accepted by your friends. And it was like,
Yeah.
I guess we can't invite her because she's too ugly. You know.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so I do. Okay, so in the friend group, there's like people who have roles, right?
Yeah.
So what was your like? I guess you would say your role, like in terms of like who like out of everyone in your friend group, like who were you considered to be?
I was the one where everybody ended up gravitating to. So like everybody came to my house every day after school. I did have like a super like a Nintendo 64 and a Super Nintendo like and everything. So everybody came there to like play games or hang out or drink and stuff. Because my mom was more of the if you guys are drinking and it's inside the house, you guys are okay.
You're one. You had one of those cool moms.
Yeah,
Like, I'm a cool mom. If you guys are drinking, as long as you're in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like everybody always ended up just gravitating to like what I was doing. And then I had one of my friends was the really, really mean bitch, you know, to everybody else. And then the other one was the nicer, smart girl that just kind of hung around us. But she was also, again, probably, you know, still really, really, really cute as well. And that was our circle. It was the three of us. And
Okay.
then
So now I do want to ask: was the mean girl like hot enough to be mean?
she was hot, but I wouldn't say she was hotter. But she was.
It's
hot.
like you know how like there's some girls where it's like she's so hot, but she's such a bitch, right? It's like does she have the hotness to bitchiness like balanced out? Like
I wouldn't say she did, but I mean, I would say she was hot enough to get away with it.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but I was generally the one that always just tried to be really nice to everybody because I never liked being mean. So, which is usually why, like, if there was somebody new at school, I went out of my way to talk to them, you know, and everything else. But like, I had to talk to them away from my friend group, and like, it was like the core group, and then you have the extended group that just kind of like the groupies that kind of follow you around and stuff. So it was just kind of different. So
Alright,
I
what
would
about
say
you?
that movie is accurate.
Okay. So what about you, Grae? Like you had like a friend group in high school, right? Like you had like you and your boys or something like that. You guys would hang out.
I cannot tell that kind of story because like my elementary and high school is all boys. So
so it's like an all boys school. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So
Ah,
I only had that experience with, you know, being classmates with women with during college. So I can't really have that kind of story.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, like, I quickly realized, like, you know, all that ego like goes away with people the moment you step out of high school, because like, you know, you kind of realize how small you are, like the things, the friend groups, the, you know, how smart or how attractive you think you are is like, it's just so small compared to the wider world. I think that's what people become they realize.
I would say
and then
to
they become-
some extent. No, I don't.
I see it now. So Sevvy would tell them you're too ugly to be my friend. So you cannot sit here. You cannot sit here. You're too ugly. Go make video games, bitch.
It's
So
all
the
my
reason
fault.
why we have ugly women in video games is because of Sevvy.
It's all my fault.
I see it now.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Sevvy was the bully. All
Oh,
right.
was
no.
Sevvy all
He's like,
along.
look, I'm not trying to be mean here, but you're too ugly to sit here, and I'm sorry.
No, I generally try to make friends with everybody. So I would like go around and because I was friends with anybody, if I got sick and tired of like friend group, I could just jump to another clique and then immediately be accepted there. Like for the day.
Oh,
So like
because like everyone likes you already, right?
Mhm.
You have like that
Yeah.
personality that people
because
like.
I was just generally I would say I'm generally very charismatic and I'm just generally really nice and I love people. So I love meeting people, getting to know people, like having like a connection with other people and getting to know who you are as a person. And just I'm generally interested in other people. I love getting to know people.
Okay.
And I think that's probably something that some of my friends didn't have because they just didn't care about people. I, on the other hand, like I'm just really genuinely interested in people and who they are and their lives. Like, and just getting to know them. And if they're having a hard day, then I will sit with them and be like, yeah, I will skip the party to just sit with some random person because he's suffering or she's suffering, and I don't like to see people suffer. My God. Okay, those women deserved it because apparently they became game developers. So hello.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, okay, in middle school and then from high school, right? So in middle school, like I guess like I would be considered like I guess in our group, like there's like there's the Mexicans and there's the blacks and the whites and in terms of the Asians, like my group would be probably the most popular in terms of like friend groups. But once we went to high school, like we sort of branched away. Like one of our friends, he moved to a different high school, and he was like the leader. He was like the glue that held everyone together. Is because everyone and he was the guy that will like everyone would go over to his place and smoke weed and watch like Girls Gone Wild and stuff like that, right? So but then what happened was he moved away, and then like my other friend, like he went into sports. Like he became a jock and went to sports, and he became like a jock, like in terms of track, right? So he was into like running and track and field and stuff. Like so him like Jonathan and my other friend Henry, like they went to do that. Gavin, he's like Gavin, like he's more like the fob. So like so like he has English as second language, and people sort of make fun of him, but like we still hang out together. But once we got to high school, like everything just fucking fell apart. Like I tried to hang out with like Jonathan and Henry, but like they started making new friends, and they're all in like track and field. And like for me, like I didn't want to join track and field because I don't like running. I never enjoyed running, so I never did that. And I'm just like, what do I like? I like anime and video games. So then my cousin is like, oh, we have an anime club called Otaku. You want to join that? I'm like, sure. Right. So I joined that, and I met like a bunch of other, like, that's the first time where I find out like women actually likes anime. But like those people that the girls that were in there, they're not your typical like hot high school, like like when you're back
Obviously.
in high school. Yeah, they're not like like all of them
for
like
sure.
Sevvy's like obviously not hot.
It's true though. It's true.
Obviously.
I'm not lying. I'm sorry. But
You're not lying. That's mean. All right, it's mean. All right. It's
Well,
true, but it's mean.
This is what I'm saying. If generally in elementary school, high school, whatever, middle school, you name it, if you are hot, you're gonna be doing other things other than watching anime and reading manga.
Yeah. So all I
If
did
you
was
have
that.
nothing in your life, like Phil, you will only see.
Oh man, yeah. I like the thing is what ruined it is like my grandmother always called me ugly looking, so I'm like, like I'm never gonna have a girlfriend and stuff like that. And I started watching a lot of anime. I'm like, look, all of those the MCs, all the main characters in those animes, they're very average looking. It's not how they look like now, right? Like it's freaking like the main character's hot, like or anything like they're all good looking. Like I'm talking about back in the day in the 90s, early 2000s. All the male protagonists, when we're talking about like Love Hina, you're looking like Tenchi Muyo or whatever it is. Like those guys are very, very average looking. And I'm like, you know,
Saber Marinette, for example.
say that again.
Saber Marinette.
Saber Marionette. I don't know what that is.
Marionette. It's an anime.
Oh
It's
no,
pretty, I know it. I know it. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
I
that's
never
that's
watched
the
that.
danger with anime for those who watch it in excess. Like they think that hot 10 out of 10 chick will just appear one day in their life.
Yeah, all of a sudden they notice you. All of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, like for me, I'm like that. I'm like, I knew that shit was never gonna happen anyways. But you know, and for me, I'm like, okay, I need to sort of like, I can't hang around
I genuinely think
with these people.
that affects the population problem in Japan. I think a lot of Japanese men overly consume anime and manga to the point that they think that it's gonna happen to them in real life.
Yeah, and it's also the same thing with like porn too, right? It's the same thing. It's so for me, I'm like, okay, so the stuff I stopped watching like Fruits Baskets, freaking Love Hina. I stopped watching those like, you know, Chobits. You know, I'm never gonna find a random robot girl in a dumpster and then I bring her home and all of a sudden I love her and shit like that. That's never gonna happen in real life. So I'm like, okay, I need to start talking to more people, right? I need to get more confidence up. And then my cousin's friend, he was in a social club, which is like a high school fraternity club. And so what happened is it's for you to like socialize and meet other people, right? So I joined a social club, and then it didn't make anything better. However, that's where I met my ex. That's where.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so like it forced me to sort of like get out of my bubble and talk to people that I would never go up. I would never go up to a girl that I find attractive and be like, "Hey, I think you're cute. You want to go on a date?" I would never say that. I still would never say that. But like, it's just like I would never do that kind of stuff. It's just like, but this social club forced me to like, hey, go talk to her, right? Go sit next to her and talk to her, right? So like, we went to like a TV taping, and then I sat next to this girl, and then we just talked, and then what was it called again? And then like she was an upperclassman, so like it's sort of like, oh shit, you know, Phil's a freshman going out with a junior and stuff like that, right? So it was but the thing is that like I would still have that same shit now. Like I would never ever like approach a woman, even like if for whatever reason, if I become single, I would never approach a woman and ask her out. I would never do it. It's because, especially now, like I always talk about this on my own stream. I don't think I can get back at like I don't like how the dating scene is today. Yeah, the shit will get you me too. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like for me, like I can't do it, and that's why I said that. Like the dating scene right now, I'm glad I'm not in it. It's because of how everything is now, and how like it's just like if you don't have a lot of money and you don't have a lot of, if you're not tall or anything like that, you know, it's just it sucks.
Yeah,
dating scene sucks.
And I would say there's a couple things I would say. I would say one that is true, because generally, I think from everything I have heard, a lot of people are really afraid to talk to me. And I personally don't understand it, because I try to be really, really nice to everybody I meet. But like if I'm going out like with friends or anything like that, a lot of people are just really, really scared to talk to me. And I find that to be, I don't know, weird. I find that I don't understand it, because like for me, in my perspective, I've never really had a filter. I'm never really afraid to go talk to somebody. So if I go into like a party where I only know one person, I will go around and meet other people and then become best friends with like everybody else that's there, right? Because that to me has never been a barrier. So it's hard for me to understand that, but I have heard from a lot of people that I have met later on that they have always said, oh, if you wouldn't have talked to me, or if this other person wouldn't have introduced us, I would have never talked to you, because I would have found it to be too scary. And then the people that do end up talking to me always end up being the same type of guy who is like the way too overconfident guy who is like trying to exude too much testosterone, you know. And it, like at that point, it's like I just like obviously like you're not really interested in talking to me, you're interested in other things, right? And that is disappointing. Because like generally I'm interested in getting to know people. So it's
Yeah.
just it's interesting to say that. The other thing I was gonna say is that my second point is like generally, you know, you do see a split of women. You do see a split of some women are only interested in a guy if he looks a certain way or he is a specific height, regardless of how tall they are. So that is accurate, right? You know, in terms of how they look or how much money they make. And then you have other women who looked more at what the person is. So for anybody who is out there thinking, well, I'm not gonna be tall enough, or my physique is never gonna be this, or I'm not making six figures, just know that like not all women are looking at that, and you won't know unless you're talking to other women.
It's okay now. The thing is that like with the dating scene now, especially like and of course I think COVID screwed up a lot of people and made everyone introverted, right? And for the people who are extroverted will find ways to go out and be extroverted. But when it comes down to like I think like being accepted, like you like being like I'm pretty sure you're extroverted. You like talking to people. You like getting to know people. But what happens if like a guy that would come up to like a random girl and it's like, hey, you know, like, and he tried to shoot their shot, and he immediately like the girl doesn't even give him the chance. So I'm wondering like how can a guy like sort of like get that confidence back to sort of like just go. It's like they've been shot down so many times is because, you know, no one would give them a chance. So like if that's the case, like so like how would you want a guy to approach you that sort of just wants to get to know you versus getting to like, oh, I want to hook up. I want to just, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, how would you prefer a guy to approach you that way?
Yeah. So I think it's more of like one, finding common ground. So for example, because I've been approached, I get approached all the time and people always ask me for my number. So like there's always been times, even when I'm with somebody and I'm clearly dating somebody, like we're holding hands, guys will approach me in front of him and ask for my number.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay. That is okay. Okay. It's okay. So we talked about this on Tuesday night's main event. It is a guy thing that automatically, especially if you're not married. Okay. If you're just dating, it's like, oh, he's probably gay. Yo, he gay. He's clearly not gay. Oh, you gay? Yo, ain't no way. This guy's definitely gay. So, but continue. Sorry.
Yeah. No. So I mean, like, so I've been approached in a huge number of ways, and I would say this: if you go up to a girl and immediately ask for her number or give her some lame ass pickup line, that's not gonna work, right? You need to find some common ground. So the best way to approach a woman in my experience, or to approach somebody generally like me, it would be like, say for example, if because if I go out, I generally go to a lot of arcade bars where there's a lot of video games where I can play like different games. So if they go up and it'll be like, hey, can I play this game for you, like with you, right? Or if I'm playing Mario Kart, and I'll be like, oh shit, like, you know, this is really tough, you know, and they'll be like, hey, do you mind if I join in? You know, it's like 4-player game. Can we play this? Or like, hey, I'm looking for another person to play this game with me. Do you want to come play? If you find some common ground to actually talk about and actually bond, then you're going to have a more higher likelihood of getting to know me or other women versus just going up and giving some stupid lame ass pick a line. Because the pickup line just says, hey, I just want to bang, you know, or asking for her number is just like, hey, I just want to hook up randomly, versus like just actually talking about something that is more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when it comes down to that, like for me, okay, like I would never approach any woman, even if they're like, I find them not attractive or anything like that. I would never just go up to a random person and just be like, hey, you know, like, you wanna hang out sometimes and stuff like that. I would never do that. Now, let's say if there's a guy who would come up to you, of course, like we know you have a boyfriend. So if a guy would come up to you and then like, you know, start talking video games and stuff like that, instead of asking for your number, he asks for, what's your Steam like your Steam friend.
Yeah, your Steam, yeah, or
Mm.
like just being like, oh, what's your Twitter? You know, things like that, like things that are just kind of like, oh, like this will lead us to us talking. I think that is pretty safe. I think that's like, oh, you're interested in playing games, or
Yeah.
like if you start talking about the type of games that we like, and say for example you're into Call of Duty, you like playing Modern Warfare 2, you know, or things like that, then like it'll be like, oh yeah, I'll send you my Activision ID so you can add me and then we can play, right?
Mhm.
Or hey, this is generally how you can get in touch with me, and then maybe you can join up in a game of Phasmophobia or something like that. Which is, you know, which I mean, that's probably like the easiest common ground, particularly at an arcade bar where we're just there playing games. That's kind of obvious.
Mhm.
If you go to a bar, generally, I think like that's not an arcade bar, you might have to find different types of common ground that you have with the individual, but you need to find some common ground to actually have a conversation, versus then just going in with just a random pickup line.
Yeah. Like the now here's the thing. I don't think what's it called again? Like pickup lines do typically work in a way. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you said something. Oh my God, you know, I'm just gonna drop my pants right now, right?
No.
So like it never works. It's typically like if the pickup line does work, is to get a little chuckle to break
That's
the
about
ice.
it.
That's the most it will do for you. It's sort of like, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, you know, like I you know, you find it's like, okay, you find out funny. Just because she laughed doesn't mean, oh man, I'm in there, right? So it
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. But the thing is that I've only dated 2 people in my entire life. One of them is my wife now. So like I'm just wondering. It's because there are a lot of guys who are like single who are like, you know, oh, hey Phil, I've been trying to find a girlfriend for a long time. And the thing is, height does matter, but not as much as you think it does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like there are some times where it's like, oh, you know, I'm not 6 foot. It's like, no, you don't have to be 6 foot. But the thing
Yeah.
is that I think that when it comes to, I think, confidence and being genuine,
Yeah.
and you know, like, and of course, like, you know, you thinking that like, oh, you know, we're gonna hook up and have sex right away. So you've been watching a lot of like
Yeah.
things
That's
that
just,
sort of fucked you up.
yeah, that is generally just not gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
that's that unless you're apparently going out there paying for that stuff, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, if you really want to bond and have a relationship, you're gonna have to bond over real stuff and something that is interesting to the girl that also appeals to you.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that if like if you're like insanely hot or something like that. Okay. If like you're like Henry Cavill or some shit like that, then yeah, you can pick up any fucking girl that you want,
Oh
right?
yeah.
But most people don't have that.
That
Right?
is
It's
not
like-
an option,
Like
yeah.
I saw a thing where it's like, man, can a girl just find a guy who's like works out a little bit, who sort of like has a little bit of body fat and is sort of hairy, and then the picture that they post is Henry Cavill. I was like, okay,
Okay. All right.
it's absolutely insane though. But yeah, but and the thing is, it's the dating scene is hard right now, especially with like I think a lot of internet people who these other girls would gas up these other girls, saying that, you know, of course, it clearly like this girl is like, you know, either extremely overweight or they're not good looking or anything like that. And then they're like, oh, you don't have to change anything about yourself. You're a 10 out of 10. And that's where, like, you know, how like girls sabotage other women.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
And
time,
then
all
and
the
then
time.
they think that they're a 10, and then they demand things that are like extremely high, right? The 3 6s, right? Like a 6-figure income, 6-pack, over 6 feet, or if you could swap one of those out, over 6 inches.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just it's insanely hard. And I think commonality is huge. I think if you guys can find common ground, and here's the thing. And Sevvy, you could probably back me up on this, and Grae too, and some people from the chat. You got to find a girl that lets you play video games, or they play video games themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
I generally know that like it's difficult anyway to date, but it's even more difficult if you play video games and then you stream, because then your entire life is really around work, right? Because this is work. Like streaming is work, right? This is part of the way that we make our living. This is how we pay our bills. So, and like I generally have a very set schedule for streaming. Yeah, like once I find a video that I have to devote time for recording the video, editing the video, and that takes a lot of time. And that also means most of the time I'm sitting here in my streaming room, just like recording, streaming, right? Like just getting stuff out there. Or if I'm not at work, I'm not sleeping. This is where I am. This is what I'm doing. And it's really hard to get people to understand that. If something is really important to you, find some common ground, somebody that's going to understand it, because you are not going to change who you are. People don't easily change their behavior. Only two things changes behavior: fear and anger. Like, say, for example, if you're told, hey, you're going to be dying unless you change your diet and you start doing this, then at that point, fear will motivate you to change. But you're not going to get that in a relationship. No relationship is going to make you afraid that I just turned it off. No relationship is going to make you so afraid that you're going to suddenly hate gaming. So you need to be able to find somebody that understands what your lifestyle is and supports your lifestyle, because you cannot go into a relationship thinking, oh, I am going to change for this person. It's not going to happen. You need to find somebody that accepts you as you are and also is engaged in those type of interests as well.
Yep, and that's the reason why I wasted 12 years of my life. Don't be like me. All right.
Don't be like Phil.
Don't be like
Asian.
me.
Don't be Asian. You can do it.
Yeah. All right. So like, that's exactly what happened with my first girlfriend, right? It's because like I thought that she was the only one that's gonna date me. She's the only one who gave me a chance. So that's the only. I'm gonna be with her for the rest of my life.
Especially in your younger years, where you like, especially 10 years ago and our younger selves, we value validation much more than we do now. That's the thing. Like we were trained to, we must get the approval of other people. But then, especially me during COVID, it's like I kind of realized, like, what does that even mean? Why do I have to revolutionize my entire life just to get the approval of other people? It's like, it's probably me to a fault, but like I learned, like, there's so many things that I cared about before that I really never should have. Like, what other people think about me because I don't like this or I don't like that. Like, I don't care. It's like you're not a part of my life. You don't pay my bill. So why should I give a fuck about what you think?
And one thing that I have learned through my life is, and this is something that I'll generally just kind of like put out as advice for people who need it or don't need it, is that you should accept people as they are. Because they're, again, not going to change. You can't control who they are. So say, for example, I have friends that love going to the movies. So if I want to see a movie, I'll like reach out to them. And I know that's the extent of the friendship. I don't expect them to be something more. I have friends who love to party. So if I feel like I want to go party, I will send them a message. I'll be like, hey, let's go party. But I also know that those people are not going to be different people. Their personality is not going to change. Everybody has the same type of limitations. And it's the same thing that you could apply to like accepting your parents have flaws and your parents are never going to be the perfect parents that you want. It's the same as accepting that your partner has flaws and is never going to be the perfect partner that you want them to be, right? Because you cannot change them. You can only control your reaction and like your acceptance of them, and just being able to kind of accept people as they come has saved me a lot of headaches. And I know it's hard to do. But if you start to get really frustrated at somebody because they didn't do something, then you should like look at the situation and then really say, well, was that a fair expectation of me to have, knowing who they are as people?
Yep. Yeah. So, what's it called again? Like like you said, I tried changing for my ex. I like the thing is that playing games for me is a way to de-stress, right? It's a thing decompress and stuff like that. So I will play Dota, and I'll get even more stressed, right? So like I'll play like a MOBA game like League of Legends and get even more angry. And so what's it called again? But she hated it. She hated everything that I was interested in. She hated all of my friends. She hated all of my interests. She hated the fact that so here's the thing.
Not good.
I don't have those friends anymore.
Oh no.
Like I actually gave up those friends, right? The games I didn't, because that's the thing that I would use to sort of like, get away and stuff like that, right? So,
Yeah.
but like whatever games that I'm into, she has to be able to play it. It has to be a 2-player game, and it can't be a scary or
Ooh.
exciting
Oh,
game. So it has to be
no.
like Mario Kart or The Sims or whatever. And whatever movie that I was interested, it has to be something that she's interested too. So whatever music I like, it has to be something that she liked. So it got very, very annoying until one day I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go watch Iron Man 1 without you.
Oh,
like,
smart.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna go movie cheating on me? I'm like, I'm gonna go watch it with my brother. And he's like, no, you're gonna go with me, all right? Whether I like it or not. And then what happened after the movie came out? She liked the movie, and everything after that, she's like, okay, no, we're gonna watch Marvel movies moving forward, right? But it's sort of like she hated the fact that like I played video games and like read manga and stuff like that. So that's the reason why people are like, Phil, you've never played Gears of War, you have never played Halo 3, you have never played all of these games. Now you all know why.
Yeah.
12 years, like it was 12 years of wasted time, wasted effort.
Well,
And
to be fair,
I-
that's me on movies, right? I'm too busy playing video games that I couldn't.
but
be
that's
bothered
fair,
with it.
right? But it wasn't
Yeah.
because of a relationship that caused that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And it made me sort of like appreciate like what I have now, right? It's because like
That's true.
my wife now like she's interested in everything that I'm interested in. She plays video games herself, right? So like she actually almost failed college because she was playing so much like video games, right? So like
I
it- it-
approve.
it-
Tell
so
her
it's-
I like her even
That-
more now.
yeah.
That's
So-
me in high school.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that is
so
that
just-
is crazy.
So if there's a relationship that you're in that you know it's not gonna work, like it's better for you to cut your losses, but like do it in a way where it's sort of like I had to pull the card out, and it was true. I had to say it's not you, it's me.
Mhm.
It worked, but I had to explain the reasoning. And I'm just like,
Hey,
well, when I'm
I
with you-
played Counter Strike.
No, I
Really good
used
at
to play.
Counter Strike.
I used to play a lot of Counter Strike, but I sucked at it. But it was like OG Counter Strike, like back in like
Oh, I play Counter Strike too.
2003, 2004 Counter Strike. When I used to play D-Dust, I know, Bunny Hop, and people would teach me how to
Oh,
do Bunny Hop and
hilarious.
stuff like that. It was a long time ago. But yeah, so if you guys can, it's not like a relationship advice, but it's more like we're telling you. I'm telling you my story, right? Sevvy's giving you her thoughts as
Yeah.
a woman and stuff like that, right? So
Yeah.
it's if you here's the thing, that's the reason why whenever a girl that's invades our space, invades sort of like a heavy word, but whenever they come into the men's sphere, like they like video games, they like movies, TV shows, all the shit that we like, they're gone fast. It's saying,
Yeah.
they get swooped up really fast, like they either get wifed up or they become unavailable. Is because that shit, especially back in the day, that shit was not normal.
Mhm.
Like, and the thing is that now
on the
video
yeah, it's more
games and
So, I
accepted.
mean,
movies
It's
are-
more accepted now.
That's true
Mm.
because, like, say for example, I liked D&D. I played a lot of video games too, but like unless I was playing the more like Mortal Kombat video games or Street Fighter video games or things that were more like acceptable as a group in my friend group, like no, like it was not approved of, and they'd be like, "Why are you hanging out with those D&D?" So it got frowned upon a lot. So then, like when I would go and play D&D, because I still played D&D, even though there were geeks and nerds and nobody liked them. Some of them smelled weird. They did.
They all
They
smelled
did.
weird. Okay.
Yeah, they did. I did it. I didn't tell my friends that's what I was doing, but I liked playing D&D, right? I like playing 3.5. I like playing 5e, but I did it like behind the backs of my main friend group because it was not socially acceptable to play
Yeah,
that.
it's like
Yeah.
embarrassing, right? When they find out, it's like, oh, like you like that? It's like you hang out with that, and it's
Yeah, they were
It's
like,
like the whole
why are you
Mean
hanging
Girls
out
thing.
with them? Yeah, they were like, why are you hanging out with them? They're
you cannot sit with
nerds."
us. You cannot sit
Yes.
But
On
yeah,
Wednesday, we wear pink.
yeah, it's like, oh, that's so fresh. It's like, stop trying to make that a thing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, but now it's I'm not saying that it's like it's still not normal, but it's more socially accepted, right?
It's more
Like,
acceptable now. It's more
and
acceptable now.
and I like whether or not you hate Big Bang Theory, it's Big Bang Theory is the one that started it.
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory started it, right? The hot girls hanging out with the nerds, they get
Yeah.
married and shit like that, right? And that TV show was very, very normie friendly. Everyone
Yeah,
watched
it
it that
was.
who was a normie, right? And then what made D&D tabletop a little bit more more normalized isn't because of Stranger Things. It's
I don't
because
think
of
so.
Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah, Henry Cavill. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
Henry
talk about it
Cavill was
on
the reason
Warhammer.
why girls are into that they're into tabletops and Warhammer 40K is because you know what, I'll do whatever I can to make sure that hey I have a little more commonality, so whenever Henry Cavill shows up I can say hey man what's your favorite heretics fucking custodies and stuff like that, like you can talk about 40K, so that's the reason why, like
40K. Yeah,
But yeah.
technomancers for the win, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Taylor says above elves do not take all the loot before Sevvy gets there and act all innocent. Well, I would say that also helped too, because every time I played video games like multiplayer video games, or say like D&D generally, then everybody around me would give me all the good loot. So that kind of motivated me to want to keep playing
because you're a girl.
Because
You're a girl. All right, that's the reason why. All right, you're a girl, and it's like, oh, hey guys, oh, you guys have a lot of cool stuff. It's like, oh, here's all my loot. Here's take it from me, right?
Yeah.
It's just
and then I would I would ask the DM. It's like, is there a +3 bow in there? Cause my bow kind of sucks, and they'll be like, fine,
I'll give it to you because you're
I'll
a
give you
girl.
a 3+ bow. It's like,
Yeah, it's okay. So, do you ever play Baldur's Gate 3?
yeah, I love it. It's fun.
It's so good. Okay,
it's not D&D. It's not like
But
5.
it's
It's not
not,
5e,
but
but it's enough. It's
Yeah,
close enough. I love it. Yeah.
okay. So I do want to ask, did you play with people online?
Yes.
Did you play your friends or you play? Okay, so you play with people. So did you steal all their shit?
Yes. Well, no, the rule was that I got first dibs on everything. So if there was loot to be had, then I got to the chest first, or I got to loot first, and then whatever I didn't want, they could grab.
Okay, so do you know what's crazy? So you know Ben, right?
Benology,
Benology.
unicorn Ben, yes, no Ben.
So what happened was that he would go while like Josiah and like Mike are like taking down the mobs and the boss and stuff like that, the elites, and he would just go all the way to the end and just like grab the chest and grab all the loot, even though it wasn't for his class, because he said,
Oh my god!
I don't know, maybe I want to switch class later.
You fucking kidding me? I would have fucking killed Ben so fucking fast. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Oh my god. I when I heard that, I'm like, I would never play any type of D&D and like Baldur's Gate, nothing with Ben. Like, holy shit, man. Like,
oh my god.
No, he really did that. Yeah, like he literally went to like while like,
Ben saying that. Oh.
Yeah, he will go back there and take it, and it's like, oh wait, this item is perfect for me. It's like, I need this item. Like, I'm going as this build. It's like, but what happens if I want to switch? It's like,
of course that's fucking Ben, dude. Of course that is Ben.
Out, man.
Ben would make me so mad. Like playing D&D with Ben, he would make me so mad. So I can understand that. Oh my god, Ben, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Ben admitted it. Yeah.
And he would show up in like these ridiculous outfits all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just fucking.
Ben.
It's like
Why
Grae.
Ben?
Have you played Baldur's Gate? You saw me play it. Did you ever play it?
I haven't gone through it, but like the closest I have is Dragon Age Origins, but that one doesn't have a multiplayer component. But I get it. I get it.
Are you guys looking forward to the new Larian Studio game?
You mean Divinity
Yeah.
Original Sin? I am.
Yeah.
I played Divinity Original Sin 2 and I had a lot of fun with it.
I have the 2 games in my backlog because I got.
Oh my god, you have it. I would say this. So Divinity Original Sin has a lot of hiccups. So if you're going to play it, make sure you have an elf in your party. Make sure that you have a rogue build in your party, and then just make sure that you have like the different type of races, because some and the problem with Divinity Original Sin is that unless you have this specific right build, you can't complete the story or you can't complete a specific quest, and all the XP is tied to that. So if you don't have the right attributes for it, you're screwed. And then you cannot get that, and there is no way for you to get around and get the XP before the last battle. So just make sure that your party is properly created, because we had to restart our game probably like 5 times because
Wow.
we didn't have the party correctly balanced for the game. So I would say be careful with that. Also, apparently you can't go all murder hobo on the game, and then you won't get the XP, because if you kill people because they piss you off, like I generally did, if you killed them, then you didn't get the XP at all. So you can't go all murder hobo in the game.
Okay, what class did you play in Baldur's Gate 3?
And Baldur's Gate 3, I played on Arcane Fighter, and I've also done Rogue. So I've done
Rogue,
both
okay.
of those classes, and then I also, in another playthrough, I played an Eldritch Knight.
Okay. So the first one I built, I went as a I didn't know this, but like I wanted to go as a dark elf.
Oh yeah,
So I went as a dark elf, and then I was asking chat, like, you want
Drow is the best.
Yeah, drow. Yeah, so I went drow, and then they're like, all right, chat, you want to do male or female? And like, do female and take off her clothes.
Okay, no joke. If you play a female character, you have to steal Lae'zel's underwear, because her underwear is so cute. We had a stream where we just walked around all in underwear, and I stole Lae'zel's underwear, and that was really hot. Just
Yeah, like here, the crazy thing was everyone was in all the women were in underwear only. Like that was the entire. All the men had clothes on, all the women. So I had Karlach, Lae'zel, Shadowheart, and myself. I was playing as a girl. So like all of them were all just in underwear, and what's it called? So I played as that the dark drow elf, and I went into monk.
Oh, you went. Did you play
build.
when they had the drunk mode, or did you play before the update and they allowed drunk mode monk?
So I played prior to that. So because I played what's it called again? Early access. During early access. So when it was like a lot cheaper, it was like I think it was like $40 or $50 when it was early access.
Yeah.
So I played that, and like my monk would take 13 turns before the enemy can go. So, and it's the 13 actions. So I'll do like so many like wave the open fist. I'll do so much damage. And people are like, your build is fucking busted. And then like I would check out other builds, and so my second build was a paladin. So I went as a paladin is because like one of the best weapons you can get is like after you kill the dragon, right?
Yeah.
So you were able to get that, and then one time I went as a gnome, like a dwarf gnome that what's it called again? I forgot what I did, but yeah, the game is so fun, and I know a lot of people are like, a lot of people are like, hey Phil, which character did you romance first, right? I'm like, the easiest one, because that's the best that's gonna happen.
Oh no!
I got Lae'zel first. Immediately, like within, it's like, hey, you want to have sex? I'm like, all right.
Oh no!
So all of the good girls, like what's it called again? Like Shadowheart and stuff, like all the other girls, like because Shadowheart was like the one that's like harder to get, and of course Karlach is very hard. It's because of her backstory. And then what happened was like I was trying to romance both Lae'zel and Shadowheart, but Shadowheart and Lae'zel, they hate each other.
Yeah, they hate each other.
So there's like, oh, you're with her, I can't be with you. I'm like, oh shit. And then Lae'zel saw me being too nice to Shadowheart, and then Lae'zel's like, I can't be with you. It was like, fuck. So I ended up being alone.
Yeah. That's accurate. That is accurate. They hate each other. Oh my god. Did you what was his name? The fucking druid dude.
Helson?
Helson. I did not romance anybody because I was just not interested. I just wanted to get through the gameplay.
Did you do it?
No, he kept like asking me out, and I kept saying no. And then like I would end and I was like, okay, next day, end the game, go to camp, sleep. He would ask me out again, and I was like, no. And then like I was like a click again. It was like, hey, but before you went to bed, I just wanted to make sure you didn't want to hook up. It's like, what the fuck? How many times do I have to say no? How many times do I have to say no?
Or it's like, are you sure you don't want the bear sex?
Like, I'm fucking pretty sure I don't want the fucking bear. I was like so annoyed. I was so annoyed.
You should have made a clip compilation of him asking you, then uploaded
Yeah,
it.
no means no.
You know, I still have the stream. So generally I put all my streams under members only after like a day or so. So I still have the stream so I can just dig it up and make a short out of it. Cause like I was so pissed off. I was like, no means no. No means no. Oh my god.
Okay,
I was so mad.
all right, so I how many people I romanced like 4 people in my first playthrough. Right. So Lazel's one of them. The drow elf that's in charge of the goblin camp. I romanced her.
Oh my god, that was so funny. When we did that one, one of my friends was like really trying really hard to romance her. And one of my other friends swooped in at the last moment while he was busy like doing something else in camp. You know, like the night before you go do the war thing, and actually then romanced her instead. And of course we all got to see the sequence, and then he had to like roll to like do insight or something, and he rolled a 1, and he did so badly, he rolled a 1 that she ended up trying to kill everybody. So for the longest time we would say
really?
yeah, so for the longest time it's like a persuasion thing of like, I think you're upset type of thing. So for the longest time we would say you were so bad at sex that you created a war. Just saying. That's how bad you were.
So I did her, and then I did I'm not proud of this one either. It's the last one I'm not proud of. The devil.
Oh yep.
Yeah,
That devil one was weird because you were just standing there and it was like she was mind fucking you. That was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
No, I did 2 more. The succubus, that wants the black guy.
Yeah.
And
that's the one I was talking about, the succubus. She's like the mind sex thing. It was weird.
And so the devil one is like, okay, do you want me as a man or a woman? I'm like, oh, okay, so be a woman, please, right? The crazy thing is the face does not change. So
oh my god, no!
The face does not change. It's just the head swapped onto a female's body.
Oh no!
And then the one that I'm not proud of at all, and Grae knows about this one.
Oh no, you did it, didn't you? Yeah, that one. I
had sex with the mind
flayer.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, and then so did you see the scene where it's like the portal opens up and all of your campmates they're like, ugh.
Yes. No. Yeah. Okay. I had when I was doing the campaign, one of my friends romanced everybody, so I got to see a lot of these sex scenes as like he was doing it with everybody, including those ones.
Yeah,
because I passed on that because I was just not interested. I was like, I don't really
so I played the game again with my brother, right? And then he was because I played through it and I was like, okay, I'll guide you through it and stuff like that. And then he was trying to romance Shadowheart, and then he was like, I was talking to him on Discord. I was like, oh, are you in? You're having the sex scene? He's like, yeah. I was like, let me in. He's like, no. I was like, you motherfucker! Because I've never seen it. I was like, let me in. He's like, no, this is private. I was like, fuck. I was so mad. I was so fucking mad at him.
This is private. I'm sure there's videos on it.
I know, but the thing is, I didn't want to look it up. But I was like, I thought he was gonna be a bro and let me sit at a chair and watch him, but he didn't let me. So
sit on a chair. Oh my god! You guys heard what Phil just said? I wanted to see my brother having sex. All I wanted was a fucking chair in the fucking room. And for some reason,
I just want to
know. Clip this.
To see my brother.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. So but yeah, did you play like the Dark Urge like afterwards, like basically go like the full Evo mode?
Oh, I didn't, but I should.
I've seen the ending of that one. I did see the ending of that one.
Yeah, the Dark Urge is actually pretty funny, is because like, so So I'm not sure if you want me to tell you, but like
Oh, go ahead. I don't mind the
okay.
spoilers. That game has been
So-
out forever.
So you know Gale, right? Like
Yeah.
like he tries to hook up with you like the first night as well, just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
So,
Gale is
we had, like-
dog.
So you have one option, and the one and like yeah, as Dark Urge, you eat his hand, and he dies in the portal.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, could you mind helping me? And then it's like, your mind's thinking this way and stuff like that. And the only option was to like eat his hand.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fun though. It's I think the
Not
game is
gonna lie
fun.
though. Not gonna lie though. Gale can be quite annoying, so I can see the appeal of that.
Well, like yeah, for me, I did not. Okay, no guys were on my team, and the only time I ever used Asterion was because I wanted to see his story. Like this is the one where he goes down and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
he ascends, becomes the ultimate vampire.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so like that's the only time that I've ever actually played as Asterion. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Asterion
great.
is so annoying. Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, but you basically spent like an hour talking about like relationships.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was fun. I stalked Asterion when he got caught. Yeah, man. It's like, yeah, it's but I do like it though. Honestly, Dragon Age 1 still has some of the best companions, and ones and Pillars of Eternity are pretty good too. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a real shame they ended with Veilguard then Avowed. They
You know
killed
what?
two good
In my
franchises.
opinion, Veilguard never existed. That game does not exist. So
Did you play it?
I watched people play it, and that was enough because I wanted to see what it was like because it looked so bad. And I watched, I think maybe like 2 streams of it, and I was like, no, that's it. I pass.
Yeah.
I pass.
Yeah.
Particularly too, like I can put up with a lot, but the fact that you can't be mean to people, even when you choose like mean option, is really disappointing. Because generally when I do, generally when I do a playthrough, I try to go as evil as possible if I can.
Yeah, especially if you compare it to Dragon Age Origins, like the stuff that you can do. It's not as granted, it's not as extensive as Baldur's Gate 3, but like you can drastically change like the outcome of the overall plot compared to what we got in Dragon Age, the Veilguard, where and the gameplay even sucks. It's not even tactical RPG anymore.
Yeah, I'm playing Fable right now, and I'm going evil mode. That's the game I'm also playing in my very, very few free time. Doing all evil on Fable. Let's go.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go and read some super chats. Let's see. Mitchell Fields with the 5. Do you think the models will start turning down jobs offers, refusing to be uglified? It could hurt their modeling career short term.
If it was me, I
don't
would.
think they will.
But I don't think they would. I think if
I
it
think
was me,
it's I think it's just too much money for them to turn that down. It's like and I think it's gonna affect future prospects if they find that you turned down this before, so why would we invite you and stuff like that. So I think I get it. I don't really blame them. Like I think at the end of the day, a paycheck is still a paycheck. It's at the end of the day, it's the company's policies or the investor mandates that's making them ugly. It's not them.
Yeah. And the thing is that like they could be smart about it, right? Like their manager could just be like, what's it called again? Work conflict. Like that there's a conflict and a schedule conflict thing and stuff like that. So like so and so won't be able to to do this or something like that. So that can, and maybe I'm not sure, maybe based on principle, but the thing is that like a lot of, especially like a big studio like Sony Santa Monica, like you're gonna be paid like a shit ton of money to be in their games. Right, so
that's true.
Money speaks. Money talks.
Yeah, that's something that you have to kind of put up with too. Because I used to model way back when. It's like if you're expected, if they tell you to cut your hair, you have to cut your hair. If they tell you to eat really gross food that you hate, you have to eat it. Because that's part of the gig.
Yep. Thank you so much for the 5. Thank you. Let's see. Whole intro with the 5. Where are all the straight males at? How do we let this whole bunch of feminists take over the industry? Time to stand up. Sick and tired of this garbage, man. The thing is, I'm gonna speak on behalf of the entire games industry. We let this shit happen. I like the thing is that we want to be. It's because it's like whenever there's a girl that comes, like whenever they come into our space, and they make video games and stuff like that. We're like, oh, girls, and then some of them are hot, like. And the thing is, that a lot of these guys who work in the game industry back in the day, they have never had like a girlfriend or anything like that. This was so imagine working next to a girl like for like 8 hours a day and stuff like that. So more people came in. We are nice. We've been really really nice. A lot of people now. There are genuinely some girls who are in the game industry who don't want to fuck shit up. They just want to basically do whatever the status quo is, right? But there's some girls who are in there. It's like, oh, I feel like this place is too toxic. There's too much frat boy talk. There's too much cup checks and stuff like that, right? Because it happens at my studio, right? My EP will come around, cup check guys randomly, right? But the thing is that girls would feel like that is like sexual harassment. HR gets involved and shit like that. Like, so this whole frat boy thing, it started happening in like what 2014 around there.
Yeah.
And it's just like now that like they're like they come in, they like, oh, I like this. I get paid a lot. I could say and do whatever I want. And then we get the opportunity. So they invite a lot of their friends in who are also girls. So they invite more of them in, and that's how it starts. It's an infestation. They come in and they fucking ruin everything. And that's the reason why Riot has the whole thing where my friend was involved with the lawsuit where like a bunch of females felt unsafe working there, and they sued Riot for unsafe work environment, and they won. And each of them got paid out like several millions. Yeah,
Hostile work environment. It's not unsafe.
Yeah.
Hostile work environment.
Yeah. Hostile work environment and stuff like that. So they got like paid out like millions of dollars. And the same thing that happened with like the whole thing with Blizzard, where like the breast milk was passed around and stuff like that, and one of them committed suicide. It's absolutely, it's just now that we have to be very we have to be very safe, very PC, very friendly. So all of the jokes that we were making and stuff like that, the stuff that you saw in Resident Evil 4 versus remake, a lot of those dialogues have to be axed. It's because of that. So
can I go one step further than that?
Yeah.
Because I think you hit it right in the head, but I don't think you did. I don't think you went far enough. I think the problem, what happened, I don't think it's so much related to just straight males. I think the problem that happened was DEI. Because what DEI ended up doing, and this is interesting if you decide to Google the information, because it's Googleable information after the show, folks, is the fact that like the Obama administration and the Biden administration pushed DEI. Right? They said, if you don't agree by DEI, you are engaging in discrimination. And the whole premise of DEI is based on based on something completely different, which is on education, giving people points for their raise in order to get them through the door, right? So if you are applying for college, if you so happen to be Asian or Black or Hispanic, then we will give you 50 points. And then we will rate the SATs or the ACTs, like say maybe at 10 points, right? Because they wanted to get more diversity into the college. And that got copied and pasted into the workplace. Because again, they wanted to have more, quote, diversity. So what ended up happening is you ended up not hiring people that can do the work, but hiring people because of their diversity. So in order for people to sell themselves, they would start to drink the entire Kool-Aid, right? Or the Flavor Aid. And then immediately they would start saying like, you should hire me because, hey, I'm diverse. I want to be part of your diversity to group, team, meeting, whatever it is that you have going. And that's what they would end up promoting. So on interviews, they would end up saying, hey, we have a DEI group. You'll be perfect to do this if we hire you to do this. And it wasn't based on their ability to do the work. It was based on this false premise idea that diversity would somehow make the company better. Newsflash, it did not. So what did end up happening, if you, again, Googleable information right here, is the Supreme Court ended up saying all that shit that you're doing right now actually is illegal because you're also engaging in reverse discrimination. Who would have thought if you give a minority 50 points just because they're a minority, you are discriminating against the people who are not a minority. So basically a white man, right? Or a white woman in some circumstances, who could do the job, right? So, I mean, right now there is a fight going on, by the way, between even the administration itself trying to figure out what actually is illegal and what actually is not illegal. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has some guides on anti-DEI practices, and the Department of Justice came out and said, hey, EEOC, you're engaging in illegal activity by telling people this. So there's a lot of infighting right now as it is, but the point still is that they pushed really hard for quote diversity to look good because they thought that's what's going to get them money, because a lot of the grants that were coming from the Biden administration and from the Obama administration were tied to having a diverse workforce. Companies themselves, if you have more than 100 employees or if you get federal money or federal grants, which a lot of companies do, we're dependent on filling out a form called an EEO-1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, depending on the industry that you're in, that showed the breakdown. This is how many Black people we have. This is how many Hispanic people we have. This is how many white people we have. This is how many women we have. And the money they got was based on that. So why do you think they were doing this? And why do you think they were more interested in creating a quote DEI friendly environment?
Yeah.
So this problem, I would say, is not just because of the straight males. It's because people had money. The government had money. They were waving around to companies saying, if you hire people that are clearly not qualified for the job just for kicks because this is the Democratic agenda, we'll give you money. That is what led to this. Not to get too political.
I think that's the
No, it's
ultimate enabler, and it's the bottom line. Like in the eyes of the executives, right? Oh, you mean I can take a loan with 0% interest if I hire more Black people? Okay, let's go.
It's DEI and ESG as well.
The rest is just sugarcoating to make it seem like that's the reason. But for me, the ultimate reason it's the interest-free loans that they can get. Everything else was their rationalization on why they did it. But ultimately, that's the reason.
Generally, I try to not get political, but the answer of the question was
it is political.
Yeah, it is political.
So am I DEI hire? No, it's because my art director is Vietnamese. So no, I wasn't a DEI hire.
Well, I think if you have the skills, you're not a DEI hire. Like the thing
exactly. If you have the merit, if the merit is there.
Yeah, but the thing is that like this has been happening for a long time, and like what I like basically how I explained it is what I saw from the inside, right? Like how I'm seeing it from the inside without talking about like the DEI stuff. It's because I know that DEI and like ESG is a buzzword now, right? Like we're hearing that, like people would be like immediately get like, oh, are you anti, this or that or whatever it is. So I'm explaining it in a way of like what happened, and we allowed it to happen in terms of it. It's because ultimately like we don't have to adhere to it. But the thing is that there are like people who are like one of my producers I used to work with, like I remember when the studio was being at the point of being bought out by Disney. And she like with all like Kevin Mayer was there, which is like the person that's running a Disney consumer products. He was there, and he's like, why aren't there any females in like higher managing positions? Like she actually asked that in front of like all the other like people who are like a part of the C-suite.
Of course they did. Yeah.
Right. They're like, why is there only one female and it's everything is a male, right? It's like absolutely like the thing is that like they got there is because they worked their asses off to get there, right? If we install a woman there, like it's and if she's good, then she would have got there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The thing too is like this is the thing. It's like I think again, if you have the skills, generally women tend to be more wishy-washy, more of a people pleaser, not assertive. They don't make quick decisions. They can't see the big picture. They micromanage everything. That generally is their leadership style, is to micromanage everything, right? They don't delegate. That is a really bad trait. I mean, I know generally I've had to train myself out of having those habits. When it comes to like at work, if I'm at work, generally, I delegate. I expect things to be done. I'm extremely clear about what I want done, and then I want it done right away. But some of those traits get labeled as being like too aggressive. If they, if you're in the incorrect industry, they get labeled as being too aggressive if you're a woman. But if you're a man, they gets labeled as being assertive, right? So again, like you need to find the right fit for you, because in my line of work as an attorney, that is what you're expected to do. You know, you're expected to be bossy. Bossy. You're expected to hold people's feet to the water to make sure they're doing their job, and making sure that things get done at the time that they needs to be done, right? So again, it's like you need to find the right skill set for you that fits your personality, and you just shine in that industry. And maybe the gaming industry is not for those people. Maybe it's not.
Yep. And the crazy thing is, like, back in the day, they used to call it like people of color, right? Person of color and stuff like that. People still call it that. So it's called POC and stuff. And Asians were a part of that. But Asians has since been removed from that, is because like we are considered like
White
we are
adjacent.
more white. They call it white adjacent. They're saying
white
that, oh, you
adjacent.
guys are actually you guys are pretty privileged. You guys are basically like white people, so they completely removed that and just.
So you became the new Irish. You became the new
Yeah.
Irish, because Irish used to be considered like worse than blacks.
Yeah,
Not quite.
and that's the reason why they
same as
call it
blacks.
BIPOCs now, which is like Black Indigenous person of color.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, like, so there's a girl that I went to I interned with at Cartoon Network, right? And her name's Nicole. She works in the animation industry. I'm not sure if she still does, but I believe she's like Filipino or like Mexican or something. I don't know. Can't really tell. Looks Asian. I'm not sure if it doesn't really matter. But she was posting a job oh, we're looking for a background painter, right? Cartoon Network is looking for a background painter. Please email me or please message me if you are a BIPOC. And this is a BIPOC only position. And that's illegal.
Yeah, it's very illegal.
And she did it on Facebook.
Oh my.
And at that time, I had no idea what the fuck BIPOC is, right? Because I was gonna ask my friend Vicky, who's a very, very good like background painter, right? I was like, because she was looking for a job at the time, and then I was Google BIPOC. I'm like, oh, she's white, so she won't be able to apply for this job.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
holy
it's
shit.
super illegal.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, so it's like your story before Sevvy mentioned DEI. I think it's just a byproduct. Like whether you guys wanted that girl applicant to come in, she was gonna be in regardless. 'Cause
I'll be
it
right
was-
back, guys.
It was in the best interest of the executives to bring her on, just so
Mhm.
they would be the company would be qualified for the DEI loan. So I don't think that I would go as far as to say you were not an enabler. It was not the straight dudes like, oh, we wanted her in. But I think regardless of what their assessment will be, the final outcome would be, oh, we want this DEI compliance to get interest-free loans. So we're bringing that person in anyway, regardless of what the others think. So yeah, I don't, ultimately for me, it's it's what the higher ups think and how they want their money to come in. If they can get
Mhm.
free money from the government or from whichever financial conglomerate, it was going to happen regardless. So for me, I don't even consider that to be. I don't consider it to be it's because of the acceptance of the straight white males. I don't believe that. It was going to happen either way. They were going to get hired no matter what during that time, because like the interest free loans was too lucrative to pass on. And look at the effects now.
And the thing is that, like, I think that's the reason why a lot of video game stuff these are the same people who are trying to say that we should the women, like, no men has ever said this, like, and I've worked with a lot of other other dudes. There's only the woman that says we need to unionize the games industry. I'm like, bitch, if we unionize the games industry, we are gonna get our salary is gonna be cut in half, because you have to pay for like union fees and dues and shit like that. Like, and the reason why like we're getting paid a lot more than like places that are like potentially not union or anything like that, it's like it's I mean, people at places that are union, you're basically gonna screw everything up. You're basically gonna be fucking screwing everything up. You guys are fucking idiots. And I just hate how like the games that we're making right now, we always have to cater towards like everyone. It's stupid. It's
Yeah.
it's
I think that's what's stifling Western gaming right now. And for me, it's like I can see it. It's already happening with Xbox, where everything's collapsing before everyone's eyes. So You know, it's only a matter of time where China has a better hold on the global games industry, where Korea has a better influence, and Japan is starting to turn things around. Even though there's still some of them practicing DEI, like Bandai Namco, but
Yeah.
eventually, like I can't see a way forward where the West can keep up. Honestly,
Yeah.
unless there's like a major shift where all the qualified people actually come back and actually make, you know, the games that we want, you know, the sexualized female characters, the good gameplay, the more tighter gameplay, not the open world BS full of riddled with content or in-game monetization. I Unless that happens, I can see just China and Korea in particular growing their influence in the gaming
Yeah.
sphere.
Like for me, like I as an art lead, I will always do my best to make sure like I make the women beautiful. So for instance, like a very good example is like one of my like the person that's reporting to me like did a loading screen for one of the Marvel characters, and it's a female character, right? And then like my art director is like, oh, can you like add some like sort of like dirt or like some sort of like some dust on her face? Like and I gave him like an example of like Lara Croft. It's like there's some dust on her face in like some of the key art, right? But also like when I did some paint overs, I was like, I gave her like some beauty marks. So like I'm not talking about like the mo on the face, right? But I'm like I made her lips a little bit more pink. Like I gave her like some like pink highlights on her lips. I made her eyes brighter. I gave her some shading that sort of turned out to look like eyeshadow. And it's just like it pops like the character out more. And whenever I would pose a character, so I was posing Crystal, right? It was the inhuman character. Like if you actually turn the model around, like her hips are like rotated up this way, where her ass is sticking out a lot more, because I want the character to look feminine, right? I
Yeah.
don't want the character to look masculine in the game and stuff like that. I will always make the characters look like even some of the my visual effects artists, like the thing is like we have boob handles for the girls. I would purposely inflate the boobs just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? It's because the model for the female, especially if it's modeled by the same model, all the boobs are the same size.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, all the boobs are like maybe like a C cup at best, all of them, right? Like so then so for Crystal, I'm like, I'm just gonna move the boob sliders just a little bit outward more, and I'll curve it a little bit more nicely, right? And I'll make, and plus like as an artist, you want your stuff to sort of have that curve, the S curve.
Yeah.
So for females, right, you want the S curve. So like I would make sure that she looks good and stuff like that. So like I would, whenever I can, I will take the liberty to do it. And you know, like now that I'm in lead, I just tell them, say, make this look different. And it's like make this look more curvy and stuff like that. And the thing is, if Marvel Rivals can do it, why can't our game? Right? So
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes
you know,
sense.
Hollow Ninja
China's
another
not
two.
bound by the same rules.
Yeah. Yeah, male nerd devs must let go of their egos and team up. I think as of right now, it's the tide is sort of shifting, but not to an extent to where it needs to go. Let's
Yeah,
see,
not enough. Not enough.
Yeah, Hollow Ninja with another 5. You're not meant to fit into every group, man. Just be around those who cherish you and love you. Even if society calls them losers, they are the best. I think a lot of people need to hear this.
Yeah.
Right? Like some
agree.
people want to, like, it's sort of like a jigsaw puzzle. You're trying to force yourself into a piece that you don't fit into.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. Mad Frog with 499. Sevvy created Anita Sarkeesian like Batman did the Joker when he dropped him. That's crazy.
Anita Sarkeesian, no.
That
Like,
is wild.
imagine if I had, first of all, that would be such a brag. But also, I think I would have just like killed myself because Gamergate.
Yeah. Thank you for the 499. Thank you. Holland Drift 2. Living in my mom's house, lots of experiences. Yep.
That's awesome,
Absolutely.
dude.
And the thing is that like it's a lot of people, some people especially, like it's like, oh, you're still living with your parents. It's like, screw those people who gives you that shit. It's because like, you can save so much money from that.
For
You
sure.
save so much money.
Yeah, like for example, my dad is visiting. You know, like I basically don't have to do anything. He does, like he cooks, he cleans, he does my laundry. I don't have to do anything. It's amazing.
Sevvy, do you know how to cook?
I
Did you
did-
like almost burn down your kitchen?
I did. Oh my god. Okay, so I'll tell the story for your chat if they have not heard it. But I've had so many bad stories of me trying to cook. I'll give you 2 quick ones. So one is this was in law school. So I came home after law school, just generally like law school is pretty grueling. So generally I start in the library at like 7 a.m. and then I go hard until like midnight or 11 p.m. or whenever they kick me out of the of the library. This
Mhm.
particular day though, I did leave early because there was a wild hockey game that I was watching. So I went home and it was winter, so it's like, okay, it's really cold. You know what would be amazing? To make some tea. And I had recently bought this amazing, really cute tea kettle from Williams and Sonoma. Williams and Sonoma is more of a higher end type of kitchen appliances place. And it was this kettle that was like seafoam green and it had like all these cute ridges and everything. It was just really cute. So I go and put the water in the stove, and I was renting at the time. And I leave it there. Keep in mind, because I'm in law school, I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment. So the kitchen is not that far away from where I am watching the hockey game. Okay. So I turn on the kettle, I turn on the stove, and because I have no patience, I put it on complete high. Because again, I have no patience whatsoever. I want shit done right away. So I leave it there. I go watch the hockey game. And I was like talking to one of my friends earlier that day, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try my new tea kettle. This is going to be amazing. So later on, they call me. This is towards the end of the second period. Each period is about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, depending on the timeouts that they get and, everything that's happening there, commercials and stuff. And he's like, oh, like, how was your tea? Like, did the tea kettle, like, live up to his expectations? I was like, oh, fucking shit. I'll let you go. I ran to the kitchen, which again, not really far away from me. All the water was gone. Okay. I turned off the stove. I was like, at least no fire. Win for me. But when I go look, the paint in the tea kettle had melted. It had melted into the stove. So when I go and grab the tea kettle and try to get it out of there, I couldn't because it was stuck. Because the paint had melted and got like in between, and then it got cold enough that it got cold, and then it glued the tea kettle to the stove. And I was like, this is great. Of course this was to happen to me, because of course. So
Didn't the tea kettle like correct me if I'm wrong, tea kettles have a thing that is where it starts whistling.
No, you have to install it, which I did. I didn't see a thing to install on the tea kettle for your whistle. So yeah. And are you ready for the second story?
I
don't think you're ready.
Is this one worse?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is Sevvy logic at its best when it comes to cooking.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm super hungry. Again, very impatient person. And each hockey period is about 45 minutes ish.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I'm really hungry, and I'm complaining to one of my friends on the phone, and they say, you know what? Pasta is really easy to make. And I was like, oh, is it? Like, what do you do? And they're like, well, you grab a pot, you put water in it, and then you put pasta, you wait for the water to boil, you wait for the bubbles to come up, and then you put the pasta in, and then like once the pasta is sticky and stuff, then it's good to go. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely amazing. Yeah, sure. Like, how long does it take to cook? And they're like, oh, about like 10 minutes or so. It's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. So I get the pot ready. I fill it with water because they didn't tell me how much water to put in. So I, of course, fill it with water. And I wait for the water to boil, which took way longer, probably because I put too much water in it. So once I start to see the bubbles, I put the pasta in. And then I walk away.
45 minutes?
I walked away. I did put a timer in. I think like I thought like 50 minutes was like, I thought 50 minutes was too much. So I leave it for like 20 minutes or so. I'm probably a little bit longer than that because let's face it, I get impatient and I start doing something else. When I come back, so good news is there's still water, it's kind of there. So there's still water. Bad news is the pasta melted.
Oh.
Like the pasta fucking melted. Okay, there was like no shape to the pasta. This was like the tortellini pasta that has like the little like
Yeah, the little
screwdriver type
ear.
of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
yep.
yeah,
It
yeah.
had no shape to it. So I was like, oh shit, okay, maybe I can fix it. So I take the water off. I put it in. I like try to put it in a plate. The thing is like soggy and bending, and it's just like stretchy. And I was like, I don't think pasta is supposed to be stretchy. So immediately I'm like, I know how to fix this. This is really, really soft and mushy. I know how to make it hard. There's only one way to make it hard. So I go in and I grab a Tupperware container. I put the pasta in the Tupperware container, and then I put it in the freezer. It's like, I wonder how much time it would take to make it hard. You know what? Let's just leave it there for
Well,
like a good hour.
Typically for guys, it's like, like 10 seconds.
Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there.
It could be faster, but like typically about 10 seconds.
So I leave it in the freezer for like an hour. And by
Okay.
the time I take the Tupperware out, it's basically just one big block. One big block.
Oh no.
It has no shape. It's just one block because it was so mushy. It was almost liquid and it was like super like bendy and strainy and stuff. And when I put it in there and then it froze, it just became one big block and there was no saving it. So I didn't eat that day.
I decide not to eat.
Yeah, fuck that
Okay,
shit.
have you cooked after? Have you cooked since? Have you tried to cook since?
I tried to cook an egg once and I mistakenly put oil in it, and again I put it like super hot, and when I put the egg in it, it like blew a bunch of oil and it burned my hand. So that was lovely.
Okay. Like you're trying to make like a scrambled egg or like an over easy egg?
I was trying to
Yeah.
do a sunny side up easy. Like
Okay. So, you heat the pan up until the pan gets hot. Okay. And and then you pour a little oil on it. You don't have to pour that much, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
do
Make
that.
sure make sure that there's no water, because if the water and oil hits, it's gonna start splattering, right?
Mhm.
So just oil, and then
Yeah.
you crack your egg on top, and then you let it sit there maybe, and just you're monitoring it this entire time. You don't leave and watch hockey for 45 minutes. Right? So you have your spatula, right? You wait, right? And you sort of fold it, just not fold it, but you sort of lift
Yeah.
it up just a little bit so the oil gets under, so it cooks faster. All right. So sunny side up, right? So, and then now if you have enough oil, you can sort of like tilt your pan so the oil comes down, and you use a spoon and you baste it that way so it cooks it through hot oil. So you don't have to flip the egg.
That's smart.
All right.
That's
So
smart.
it's and of course it really depends on how well you like your yolk cooked, right? It shouldn't take you more than
Yeah.
5 minutes. And afterwards you salt and pepper it, and that's it. Okay? All right, just look.
Hey, I never said I knew how to cook. If you have heard my really horrible cooking stories, you would understand why question number one before I date anybody is, can you?
Okay. So okay, you can actually make a lot of good stuff in the microwave too. Like you can actually make a poached egg in the microwave. So like you take like a cup of water,
Yeah.
and then you as long as your egg can be submerged under that water.
Yeah.
So you crack your egg in there, you take like a tiny toothpick or like some kind of like a chopstick, and you sort of puncture just like really quick into the yolk. Because
Yeah.
if you don't, the egg will explode in the microwave.
Yeah, that happened
okay?
to my mom. Yeah, that happened to my mom.
So you microwave for about like a minute, maybe a minute and 10 seconds tops, right? And then you take a spoon, like one of those spoons that has holes on the bottom, right? Like for like your kitchenware. You take it out, and then that's a perfect poached egg, and the egg is runny.
What? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to try that. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Thank you, Phil.
Okay. Make sure you watch it. Just put poached egg microwave hack on like YouTube or like Instagram. Okay, because I started cooking a crap ton during COVID. It's because you're stuck inside and stuff like that. So I know how to cook like steaks and stuff like that. I know how to cook like I know how to make like lechon in an air fryer, which is like a
I have an air fryer. I don't know how to use it, but I have an air fryer.
okay. Yes, there's a lot of cool things you can use with an air fryer. Okay, same thing with like a slow cooker or stuff. But yeah, I learned a lot like how to cook during COVID. So like I watched a lot of videos and stuff like that. And there's a lot of simple meals that you don't need a lot of like. It's really easy. It's like the stuff like if you have like a rice cooker and stuff like that, like you can actually like do like a one pot rice cooker. I do have
a rice cooker, yes.
So like you put your rice in and you put your rice in, and there's ones where it's like you put your rice in, you put your meat and you put your onions and stuff like that. You put like mirin, you put like a handashi, shiradashi, you put a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of oyster sauce. You mix that shit together and you cook it, and when it comes out like Yoshinoya, like the sweet meat from Yoshinoya. So it's like there are a lot of recipes and stuff like that. And just letting you know, if you're like, man, I'm a lawyer, I have a lot, I'm awesome, I'm attractive and stuff like that. What you can do, that a woman being able to cook even just a little bit brings that from like a 9 to a 10 or the 10 to 11.
Nice. Okay. I'm excited. All right, Phil. You're gonna get so many DMs from me.
I don't want to get a DM from you. It's like, Phil, my egg exploded. What did I do wrong?
I just left it for 50 minutes.
Yeah, I was watching sports balls and then it blew up.
Well, I learned my lesson. I will not cook while there's a hockey game playing. I learned that the hard way.
So it's hockey in season right now?
No.
Okay, so it's okay. Right now
the World Cup.
A good time for you to learn.
Time to learn. Let's go.
Yeah. Cooking is actually what's it called again? It's once you get it, it's sort of like jazz, right?
Yeah,
it's like it's up to your taste. It's like, for salt and seasoning and stuff like that. It's fun. Like if you're more like very precise, methodical, and you're like, okay, everything needs to be perfect, baking. Okay. But baking requires the oven. Okay. And the oven is scary. Okay. Very hot. Okay. Just be careful. Fire indeed hot. Okay. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Okay. But there are a lot of things that you don't even need like heat for and stuff like that. Right. But it's summer, Phil. I don't watch sports balls. All right. What do you mean?
Sports balls.
But yeah. What's awesome. Cooking is fun. There's tons of recipes. There's if you're constantly on like Instagram like I am, like you're scrolling through, you're seeing a bunch of racist reels about like black people, Chinese people,
all the time.
Like that.
Yes.
And then you see like what's it called again? And you see like some gay shit that you send to your friends and stuff. And then from time to time, like I get like food stuff, right? It's like, oh, how, like especially from Jordan, that guy is like, hey, come here, right? He's like talking to the mirror. He's like, hey, come here a little closer, right? He does the ones where it's like how to make a grilled cheese in an air fryer, right? It's some of these recipes are very simple, so just check it out. It's like, okay, you don't have to, but I'm just saying that if you want, you can check it out. Let's see. Holland with the 5. Gaming is failing so bad in the West that even Sega is making a comeback. Is the agenda really that worth it, man? That you have to waste $2 billion shaking my fucking head? Yes, because they did it. They thought that DEI and was actually going to make the money. Having more gays, trans, and like woke shit is going to make the money, but they didn't.
Yeah, and the 3 like BlackRock, and Vanguard, they thought like through the words of Larry Fink, they thought that sheer amounts of cash infused into the industry, they can force the behavior, which didn't happen. They just wasted all those billions to nothing. Yeah,
wasted money. Let's see. SCDB, thank you for the 5 months. Sevvy is a great guest. This is a really good show. Thank you.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah, it's and shout out to Sevvy for coming on, man. I like I said, I don't like pestering people, and hey, you should come on the stream and stuff like that. We of course, like I'm open to people coming on the stream, but like me pestering them, bothering them is a thing that I don't like doing. But thank you so much, Sevvy, for coming on. All right, let's go talk about a couple more topics, and then we can I think we're about 30 minutes out. All right, this is from Geeks and Gamers. Shout out to the Geeks and Gamers crew. It's the Supergirl final runtime revealed. Cut to 1 hour and 48 minutes after
Whoa.
10 plus test screenings and major edits. Woof.
Shit. 1 hour and 48 minutes. Oh my god.
That's short.
That they
Yeah.
must have cut so much. Also, one thing that I had a problem with is why couldn't they just hire a better good-looking woman?
Okay. I don't think she's ugly, but we had better options, right? Like imagine they
Yeah.
brought on like Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney would have been amazing at this.
Yeah. Like the
Yeah.
thing is, I liked her in like Millie All Cocks and No Balls. I think that she's cute in as Rhaenyra, young Rhaenyra in House of the Dragon. Right? I think she's cute, but I think it's like now that people are like, oh, she looks like fucking that guy from what's his name? Will Poulter? Forgot his name already.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who played Guardians of the Galaxy. He played Adam Warlock. I'm like, I can't unsee it.
I noticed that with HBO too, or with Warner. Like the moment like one of them becomes prominent, they tend to overly use them in their other licenses and franchises, like
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey.
Oh my
they tend
god,
to
I'm
keep
so
using them.
done with them. Potato 1 and Potato 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that like typically like these movies should be at least a minimum of 2 hours, but that is crazy that they cut
That's
that
short.
much.
That's very short. Yeah.
Yeah, Supergirl has reportedly had many test screenings in the past several months. In the world of Reel's Jordan Rumi has been covering the reactions. In the end of March, Rumi said that the new DC movie had at least 8 test screenings, which he has said more than any other studio film this decade. The screening had versions of Supergirl with multiple endings, the multiple runtimes, a beefed up role for David Cornsworth's Superman, and 3 different scores from 3 different composers. That's got to be a lot of money. And saying that this movie is like, oh, it's only like $175 million budget.
Oh, I
that's
don't believe
bullshit.
it. No, I don't believe it.
No, I don't think so.
Because a lot of
Yeah.
the times, so how they present these numbers is they will say this is how much we spent in production, but they don't count the royalties that the actors get paid or the percentage cut that they get paid that slashes off like the profits that they get. They also don't count marketing. They don't count like anything that's post production, like changes and edits that they did. You know, so a lot of the things don't get cut, don't get counted into the number. And this is something that games do a lot and that movie industries do a lot. So when they say, oh, this is how much it costs, it's like, well, what was your actual quote? Because I'm really doubting that's the total cost. Because marketing usually is double the amount of how much is spent in just production.
Yeah. And we're not even talking about like movie theater costs too, like, and they take like 40% of the money that's made. So that's absolutely insane. So let's see. And now that Supergirl has a final cut, the test screening are really over. Finally over. And Rumi has more information on how the film has changed since they began, most notably its runtime. In the new report of the World of Real, Rumi says that the Supergirl has now been screened more than 10 times, which he reiterates is more than any movie this decade as far as he recalls, and it is only had 3 endings. The last, which appears to be one of Warner's DC Studios director Craig Gillespie are going with. But the most telling aspect of Supergirl screening is the change of runtime over the course of test screenings. So I wonder like what they removed and how bad it was, right? Like when I first saw this trailer, I was underwhelmed, right? Especially even with Superman, it was very, very underwhelming. Like I feel like her character, like I didn't really like how her character was at the end of the movie. Like now, Sevvy, did you watch the Superman movie, the recent one?
Yes, I did, unfortunately.
So unfortunately, did you not like it?
Unfortunately, I did not like it.
Okay, so Grae watched it twice, and he said that it was a lot better after his second run. Right? For me, like for me, I didn't like it. I didn't watch it because I wanted to see a Superman movie. I watched it because I wanted to see if it was good, and it wasn't. Right? And the thing is, all I wanted to be, it was better than Man of Steel. That's all I wanted.
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
How many times? Sorry, how many times did they screen this movie? Did they say
more than 10 times?
Oh my god. Okay, the average amount of times they screen movies is 3 times. So that's the average.
Yikes. Yeah, see, the thing is that I can't really defend her anymore, like, because she looks awful here. Right? She looks awful here. Yeah, it's just like it's not good. And the thing is that like I think a lot of men, okay, a lot of men and regular people in general would be a little bit more lenient if the character was attractive. Right? If the character was hot or attractive,
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. You know, it's pretty privileged, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
You know, like,
yeah.
and as of right now, like, she looks rough here.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks rough there, man. So it's not good. So the runtime would be revealed this week as 1 hour and 40. It's basically an hour and 48 minutes, including the end credits, making it one of DC's shortest movies ever made. Ordinarily, it wouldn't mean much. Short movies can be great, long movies can be dreadful, and everyone knows that. What makes it interesting is that in January, according to Rumi, Supergirl was 2 hours and 5 minutes without credits, a good 20 minutes longer in its final cut. The whole of the carving and suggests that there's a lot of material audience didn't like, or that Gillespie couldn't make work. So yeah, of course we got Jay and Ryan here, and then they're covering it, and the whole thing that's been happening with this, man. I just want this James Gunn universe to just fucking die. Okay.
Yeah.
But now here's the thing. Sevvy, did you like the Snyder stuff?
The Snyder, explain.
So this, like, the Snyder Superman, the Snyder Batman,
No.
Wonder Woman, you didn't like it either, right? So
No.
now the thing is, did you like Superman better or Man of Steel?
I liked more. Well, okay. I tolerated the Henry Cavill Superman. I just still didn't think it was great. I liked some of the older Superman way more than I did what he did. Because I don't know. I didn't like how it was shot. I didn't like the story. I didn't like how it went. I didn't like the character of Lois Lane and how it was portrayed. The new Superman sucked even more because it made him like a pussy, for lack of a better term, you know, and basically he was just running around. And I know what they're trying to do with Supergirl, which is they're trying to paint her as a very traumatized girl, which I know generally that tracks in the comics, don't get me wrong, but I think they're just probably going about it the wrong way, because like the entire idea of what they're doing is she's traumatized, she's rebelling, she's just going around getting super drunk, and like it's like I understand that's generally part of the comics, but I just know they're gonna make it even worse.
Yeah.
So I just don't like what they have done any time in recent history at all with any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like for me, like I enjoyed Man of Steel. There are a lot of things that I didn't like about the movie, but overall I enjoyed it more than this one. I think that I think of course, like,
especially
go
the
ahead.
fight sequences of Man of Steel, right? I don't think there's it. Like it's one in terms of like the fighting, the action. Like it's very hard to compete on, in at least in that aspect. You can argue with the storytelling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The fight sequence
Yeah.
in the final arc, I think that was really well done. Like
Yeah.
not a lot of superhero films are able to pull that off.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think that's the reason why I wanted something more of like a single villain being the bad guy, right? It's so
Yeah.
and it's just a 1v1 is a character piece, and you're with the character the entire time. The second movie, you can introduce more characters, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was the main thing that I had issues with Batman versus Superman. I
Mhm.
think there was a lot of terrible things that I didn't like about Batman versus Superman, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that I did enjoy, but they were just like bits and pieces of what I liked. But overall, the movie was like, it was just a big letdown for me.
It was.
The thing is, they introduced Superman, right? Superman with Batman, which is cool. You know, you should have kept it as that. And then you introduce Doomsday, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, fucking the Flash.
Even the Flash. Yeah.
Yeah,
even the
it's
Flash.
just
Yeah.
it's so bloated. And I was like, okay, please, James Gunn, do not make a movie like that. Do not bring in a bunch of motherfucking other characters that nobody cares about. It's too early for you to bring them in anyways. How about you have like a character piece with just Superman and fucking Lex Luthor? And they didn't do that. And that's why I feel like Grae, I do agree that the fight between Zod and Superman felt way more badass and more impactful, is because it was a 1v1. It was
Yeah.
like holy shit, like that, and the effects, whether or not you love or hate Snyder, a lot of people hate him. His his camera moves and his impacts on fight scenes feel very much like a Dragon Ball Z fight. Like holy shit, right? And then this one is like the cool fight scene. You gave it to Mr. Terrific. That's not even
Yeah.
a titled character.
Yep.
Right? It's cool that he got that scene. Like I'm pretty sure like Lois probably like creamed her pants. She's like, wow. I guess I too want to be blacked, right? But now like it's like you have you know, fucking Ultraman, Bizarro, not Bizarro. It's just the movie was so over bloated with a bunch of shit that no one really cared about it. Now, Sevvy, are you gonna watch this movie? It's coming out soon.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was gonna ask when again, because like if
It's
Yeah,
like
the
2
thing
weeks.
too, the thing too is like I don't have the time to go to the movie theater. So unless I
That-
really need to for G&G, I'm not gonna.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
dilemma too with movies. Like, you know, I'm so tired of like I'm tired,
Yeah.
boss. I'm in that situation when
Yeah.
it comes
Yeah.
to movies and TV shows that I would rather play, you know, my JRPG so that I can make a video out of them. That
Yeah.
for me, that takes priority over watching woke movies or shitty
Yeah.
movies.
It's just like I have too much shit going on in my life that like if I were to go to like I understand it's a short movie, but like that would also require like driving time, waiting for the credits to roll, then coming back, right? So unless it's something that I have to do because of my work with G&G or you know streaming or because I'm making a video out of it, I have no incentive to waste my time.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
my perception now too when it comes to movies or TV shows. Like, do I like I feel like I'm forcing myself just to make the content for the channel. You know,
Yeah,
I can't be
mean-
completely out of touch.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
there is something that I'm gonna be working with. Like I'm gonna be watching particularly for like G&G to like write a review. So like that will be different. I'm like I had a conversation about it. It's like, okay, I'm committing to doing this. But like Supergirl, unless I'm told, hey, you need to do this, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. Like for me, it's like, and the thing is like, this is not our full-time job, right? Like we have our
Yeah.
actual like day jobs
Yeah.
and stuff like. Now, if this was our full-time job, then of course we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's not, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, But the thing is that Sevvy, you probably do have to watch it. Don't you support women, right? Don't you know, women supporting other women? He's like, you
Have
gotta
you-
support this movie.
Have you heard what I have said about women? Generally, I have said women are really bad at making decisions. I've said there's a reason why men exist because women can't be trusted to make decisions, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I'm
Okay.
not gonna watch something just because it's the feminist thing to do. Because if you think about the word the feminism, the definition of feminism that floats around, I think then in that case, I'm not a feminist. I'm fine with that.
All right. Now, this is the last thing. And if I saw it, I'm pretty sure you guys saw it. Now the chat will have to see it because someone brought it
Oh
up.
no.
Yeah,
I
this
saw this. I saw this and I was like,
this was at
so
my-
bad.
someone said this at my Discord server. And like, is this real or is it?
Yes, this is real.
This is real. This is real.
And it costs $355. Is that?
Well,
is
Cabot
that
said to
correct?
support a fellow blonde woman. No.
So I'm not sure if it's that, but like it's probably sold out at the
Wait.
theaters, right?
I don't know, but this looks so bad. I have no words. I can't say what I think this looked like on stream. But it just looks bad.
Grae, if you think this is not real,
In my personal Discord servers, it
Yes.
says it costs $355.
El chaleco de Supergirl y pues trae aquí su hebilla.
that's where my foreskin went.
Oh. Yeah, this makes sense.
That
Yeah,
is
if you're wondering where can I buy some of Phil's foreskin, this is where.
Yeah, they stretched it. All right. So here's the thing. This is either my foreskin or Blair White's long pussy. Okay.
It's probably Blair White's. Let's face it.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. The fact that it's like what made it worse is the fleshy tone.
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
You could have
It's so
changed the
bad.
color.
Just do
Yeah.
brown. She's wearing like a brown fucking like jacket.
Yeah, it's so like, or you could just remove the jacket.
Yeah, exactly. This is so fucking bad.
Okay, so for y'all, do you watch South Park?
Yes.
Do you remember that episode where Randy microwaves his balls and he becomes really big, and he does like a hippity hop on it?
No. Are you
Okay.
serious? No, I did not see that one.
So there's an episode where he wanted like he wanted like marijuana, right? So he wanted like he's in order for him to get it, he needs to get cancer. So and he's like, so he's like, all right. So he's like, you know, his wife comes up, Sharon is like, Randy, what are you doing? Oh, just microwaving my balls. You know, like you see him like sticking his balls in the microwave. The next day, his balls are a size of like a fucking hippity hop. It's getting bigger and bigger. Like it's so what happens? He starts wheeling it around. All right. So
no.
All right, he starts wheeling it around town, and it gets so big, and so what happened was it started to look like this. Okay, let me see if I can find a photo of it. Right. So it started to look like this. It started to look like this.
Oh no. Oh no. He has
right,
cancer, guys. Cancer.
Yeah, so
that's
that's ball cancer, right? So what happens? It got so big that like he falls off of it and it gets too heavy, so he starts bouncing on it like a hippity hop. He starts bouncing on it like a hippity hop.
I don't know what's worse, this episode or Phil remembering it so vividly.
No, this is one of my favorite episodes. Okay. So what happened was that all his friends, he said, "Oh man, this is great. You know, like now I can sit on my balls just in case I don't have a seat to stay on. It's so cool, man." And no, it doesn't hurt. So what happened was that he's like, look, and all his friends started doing it.
Oh no.
So the thing is, what happened is that at the end of the day, he was like, you know what? Like his wife is like, big balls have changed you. And what happened at the end? At the end, is like, all right, you know what? I'll get rid of it. And then he turned it into a coat.
Oh no.
So
no
this
way.
is where it's Sharon. Is that a scrotum coat?
Oh no.
That's exactly what this is, bro.
Oh my god, you're right. This is so bad.
But yeah, so the reason why, like, and here's the thing, I like the chat already knows, but like I have a close friend, like she works at South Park. Yeah, so like she's been there for a long time. So like it's just what's it called again? Whenever I can bring South Park into it, I will. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Randy's balls popcorn bucket. Yeah.
So how much is this retailing for?
Probably like $35. Let's see. Or probably 50 now, right? Much is the Supergirl cup?
It's like my Discord, we're thinking that it's fake.
Okay, it's okay. So let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Let
me see.
Where is that? Where Supergirl cup movie? I have to put movie cup. Movie cup. Let's see. Looks like it's okay, so it looks like it's from a collectibles at Eggroll. And I think it starts at $35.
Oh, okay, I think it was a typo.
Yeah, it's not super. I think it starts at $35. Hold on, let's see.
Could you? I just want to share it in my Discord server. Could you send the what do you call this? The link.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. Where's the scrotum cup? Where'd it go? Yeah, so right over here. So I'm trying to read it now, right?
Look, in eBay is being sold at $59. Oh shit.
How much?
Hold on. On eBay.
59?
Yeah, on eBay. Which eBay ends up like overpricing shit.
Yeah, this one is bad. That's gross. So yeah,
it is.
Yeah. It's expensive, but it's like for a cup that if you drink out of, you're probably gonna be gay, right? It's probably gonna turn you gay.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. So don't do it. You know, unless you want to be gay, you know, whatever makes you happy, right? But
Oh, no,
yeah,
no, don't be gay. And Phil is being
Alright.
nice. Phil is saying you have the option. I'm saying don't be gay. Don't be
yeah,
gay.
don't be
That's
yeah,
not cool.
don't yeah. Now, so Sevvy, did you this is probably the last thing we'll talk about. Did you like the Nintendo Direct?
I didn't see all of it. I just saw some of the trailers.
Okay. Did
Yeah,
you
'cause
watch
it was
the
it,
did you
it
watch
was
the you know, Thumb War mini game they had for the sports thing?
I did not. I do know
So
that they're pushing Wii Sports relating to the game for the Switch 2, which I was really confused about
yeah.
because it's usually free and a bundle. But okay then.
Okay. The reason why there's a game that came out recently. That I forgot what it's called. I think is it, but have you ever played Dumb Wars before, right? With your
Yeah.
friends and stuff like that. So so basically there's a new game that you basically like you're using the Joy-Con and you're basically playing Thumb Wars with people and stuff like that, right? So and the thing is that you grip it really hard. But what happened was that Koizumi-san didn't know that he was gonna get memed and it's gonna be a new thing.
Here's one.
Okay, so Grae, you want okay, so I'll go and share that one really quick. So
Here's one.
so I'll go and bring it up. So this footage, okay?
Put the volume on.
Ready? There we go.
I'm ready. What's wrong with his?
Nice body だな。
So basically he was doing this with his Joy-Con. He's like, ah!
Oh my god! No, it looks so bad. Look at his face.
Nice.
Yeah, so now it's a meme.
There's another one. There's another one with Stellar Blade Blood.
Can you
Stellar
send
Blade
me that
Blood Ring.
link, please?
So
Phil?
here's another one here.
It's in the private chat. I sent it.
Here, so here's another one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh man. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought that was
it's
like
funny.
the
That
funniest.
is hilarious.
It was so good. Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
jacking it with his friends.
That's
Right?
so insane. Oh,
So I'll share
Okay.
this. Also share this one at the our
Thank you.
private chat. Yeah. So I thought it was funny, and I thought the chat would get a you know, if you guys haven't seen it, you guys will
kick out of it.
you get a kick out of it. But let's see. Let me share that, and there it is. That's right there in the private chat. But all right. Let's see. I don't think we have anything else to talk about, but let's see if we have any super chats. It's, right over here. SCDB with the 2. Blair White tax food attacks. B-Man said ain't shit free. What are we talking about? There's no taxes here. All right. And you leave Blair White out of this, okay?
We're not
Really
Epic
bad.
Mike. We're not Epic Mike.
Yeah, you leave Blair White out of this, all right? You keep that saint's name out of your mouth. All right. But thank you. Appreciate it. Johnny Lawrence, let's see. Thank you so much for the 5. Even I wouldn't touch the all cock with mine. Cobra Kai never dies. Shout out Johnny Lawrence. Thank you for the 5. Mitchell Fields with the 5. Thank you, Phil. Take the South Park scrotum coat picture and insert Supergirl cup on. And post
Oh,
on. Oh man. All right. Thank you so much, Mitchell Fields. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I don't think we have anything else. Thank you so much, Sevvy, for coming on. Really appreciate you. We always love to have you back, but like I said, I don't want to pester you or anything like that. So and I know that you do a stream prior to this. So like are you 2 hours or 3 hours ahead?
it is almost 1 a.m. for me.
So 2 hours ahead.
There you go.
All right. So are you like a night owl? You stay up late?
Yeah, usually
Oh,
I am.
Yeah, yeah. Based on what she said, yeah.
I
Right,
usually get like I usually get just generally I get like about 5 hours of sleep during the weekend. I tend to like sleep more. But just generally I function about 5 hours of sleep. But yeah, generally I don't really go to bed until like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Okay. All right. But so thank you so much for coming on this late and
Of
hanging out.
course.
And of course, we will always love to have you back in the future for sure. You guys can check out Sevvy stuff. It's down in the description down below. And mods, if you haven't already done, please share Sevvy stuff. Thank you so much, B-Man, for sharing it. Thank you, thank you. And so where are you doing? Where can people find you?
Yep. You can find me at my gaming channel, Sevvy Love, my Instagram, my Twitter, where I'm usually roasting people. I had a very interesting like bad take the other day, and then people were saying, "Oh, you should just delete your posts." And I said, "Why would I? I was wrong. I'm gonna own up to it. I just don't like people that delete posts because they're wrong." Like I can't remember exactly what I said, but I think it was like I made an assumption that ended up being incorrect. Oh, about the exclusivity of Xbox. And because I said, well, how is this exclusive if you're putting it out to PC as well? So they said console only exclusiveness. But my point is like, the internet is there forever. I'm not gonna hide for making mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. That is part of being human. So yeah, just go follow me. All my socials are in my link tree. Tomorrow I'll be playing Warhammer Space Marine 2 and killing some insects. It'll be fun. So come and check me out.
Yeah, go ahead and check out Sevvy stuff. Thank you so much, B-Man, for dropping the link. Yeah, it is in the description down below as well. Grae, what are you doing, man? Where can people find you?
Yeah, so Adventures of Elliot comes out next week. I'm excited for that. So yeah, I've been waiting for quite a while. Then I'm ramping up content for my second channel. So next week's video, if my editor can make it in time, it's about male video game characters in gaming. So more controversial topic. And yeah, for those who wasn't here earlier, I did say I will not be following the poll that I set in Project Eggroll.
You got to do it, man. You got to do
it, Grae. Have to do it.
I'll do Trails in the Sky first because then in return I'll live stream my entire Fortunes Weave run. I'll do all 4 factions on Mattering. So yeah,
damn, you're going in balls deep already.
Yeah, for Fire Emblem and these, that should be very fun content. Ideally, I don't want to paywall it behind the members only, but I also don't want to affect the algorithm of this channel. So I'll think of how to do it. Maybe it's like I can do it non-members, and then when it's done, I'll set it to members. I don't know. I'll need to figure it out. But
just don't delete it. Just don't delete it, because that will fuck up everything.
Because it's like our content is about the news and current events. Like me playing Fire Emblem is gonna ruin that algorithm. So I don't want that to happen. I'm just trying to mitigate that. I don't want to put it behind a paywall. But yeah, I'll figure it out. But point being, all 4 factions, or maybe there's more that we don't know of, on the hardest difficulty. Then yeah, I'll try to figure it out playing it the first time. I think that should be very fun.
Oh yeah, and then Phil, before you go, I was gonna ask you about the sewing blizzard for bathroom firing.
What? Who asked that?
B-Man. He says you didn't ask Phillip about suing Blizzard for a bathroom firing.
I'm not suing Blizzard. And it was an Activision. All right? All right. I don't need to explain myself. All right. I don't need to do any of that.
Yeah. Haven't you told her the story yet?
Yeah, I thought I told you the story already. Okay. So you know that I used to work at Activision, right?
Yeah.
So you know about the story.
The bathroom story.
I think I do, because the bathroom sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Chad trying to make me sound gay again. Get out of here. All right. Get the hell out of here. All right. But let's see. But yes, thank you guys so much. You guys can follow me. I'll be going live on Monday. I want to see how far I can get into Lego Batman before Star Fox comes out in like about 2 weeks. So yeah, if you guys haven't done so, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff to that. Like, share, and subscribe. Go and follow Sevvy, Grae, my channel if you guys want. You guys don't have to. We're also live on Rumble and X too. So if you guys haven't followed us on there, you guys can definitely do that. But yes, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I don't think we have any guests next week. But Sevvy, thank you so much again for coming on. And yeah, I'll also I don't want to pester you, but thank you so much for all of the the mean girl talk and you know, making Gamergate 1.0 happen, you know, is probably your
You know, it was my proudest achievement. I can
Yes.
say proudly I created Gamergate because I was a mean girl. So there you
Yep.
go.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys, chat. And someone said that they wanted to see like a photo of what's it called again? Because we did get one more super chat. It says, "Please." All right, all right. I'll go ahead and save it really quick, and I'll share it really fast.
Okay.
Okay.
While
Because
while he's doing that, I will say I'm really close to 3,000 subs. So if you haven't subbed to me, please go do so because I'm only like 120 something away.
Hey, that's awesome. Yeah. So go ahead and sub to Sevvy. Get her to you said 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get her to 3,000. So if you guys haven't already done so, go and check her out. Yeah, all right, let me go ahead and bring this up. All right. So I have this here. This is what you want to see. All right, is this it here? You want to see that?
You
wanna see
Oh my god.
you want to see that?
Oh my god.
All right. There it is, Mitchell Fields. Thank you for the 2. Thank you so much. And with that, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be back next week. Go and follow Sevvy. Go and follow Grae. Go and follow me if you guys want. Sub up to the channels and stuff. If that will catch you guys on the next one. All right. Thank you again, Sevvy.